Hey there, it's Delilah, and today we have a long one. I asked you guys in a YouTube poll if you would rather me talk about Gabby Hanna or the situation going on with onlyjayus and Mattie Westbrouck. And lucky me, that is what y'all chose. Low-key not even being sarcastic about that, because Gabby Hanna is... We're not going to talk about it because today's video is not about that. So, don't worry, by the way, if you don't know nothing about nobody, I'm going to start completely from the top and like introduce everyone and everything like that. So yeah, buckle in. Today we're going to be talking about some serious allegations that have to do with Mattie Westbrouck. They were started by onlyjayus. We're also going to talk about onlyjayus and why she's controversial and the issues with both sides and people's arguments about both sides. And we have like one party accusing the other one of cheating with a minor, and then they provide proof, and then the other's like, nah, that's not true. And the internet's like, oh yeah, aren't you also racist? And you made that really weird joke about stealing a disabled person's wallet. What was that about? And then they're like, look at these messages of this person talking to this 14-year-old. And then they're like, I've never been to Huntington Beach. That can't even be true. And it's like, it's a huge fucking mess that we're gonna detangle. But before we get into it, if you're new here, I know there's some people that are new here. I know it's easy to just passively watch a channel or maybe pop in to acquire some information about some drama or controversy and not stick around, but it would mean the world to me if you subscribed. I quit my second job recently. It was a really bad job. Low-key traumatic at the end, but it was my main source of income. So pity me, please, and hit that subscribe button. While you're at it, you can like this video, you can hype this video and put it on screen. How to do that? That's a new feature. It helps small creators push them in the algorithm. And lastly, I want to give a trigger warning. As you may know, this video does involve allegations of grooming and having inappropriate relationships with minors. And there's also some like alarming videos pertaining to the inappropriate relationships with minors. We also talk about some racism, ableism. And yeah, let's get into it. So, onlyjayus, whose name is Bella, is a popular influencer with roughly 25, just a wee 25 million followers across platforms, her main platform being TikTok. And Mattie Westbrouck is also an influencer with around 17 million across platforms. And these two dated roughly between late 2022 to 2023. So you might be wondering, why are we here in the big 2026 talking about these two? Well, that's because a video that Bella posted trying to clear her name as the internet kind of left her behind and deemed her as just someone that like collectively people don't with for many reasons. And so she came to her socials rehashing a handful of her controversies, including the cheating allegation that she had with Mattie Westbrouck, therefore rehashing the breakup between her and Mattie Westbrouck. But not just that, she also claimed that Mattie Westbrouck cheated on her, and cheated on her with a minor.
Didn't you cheat on your ex-girlfriend? No! I got cheated on with a minor, and y'all still support them.
Hence bringing all of this back up, but this time with a lot more questions. Not to mention, Mattie was just getting out of a public relationship with a girl named Amara when Bella posted this video, so naturally with people searching about Mattie Westbrouck's name and Mattie Westbrouck's relationships with Amara, they were more likely to then stumble across Bella's video, and thus the perfect storm was created. And this entire situation blew the f*** up. There's multiple response videos disproving each other, bringing out proof, disproving each other's proof, walking back on initial accusations, contradicting themselves. There was an apology video of sorts with like a ukulele in the back, and everyone was like, don't touch that fucking ukulele. And it's all been going down. So let's slow the f*** down and introduce the main people that we will be talking about today, which again is Bella and Mattie. Let's start with Bella because boy, is there a lot to talk about with Bella. So Bella was especially relevant around 2020 TikTok COVID era. I know you all remember, we don't have to talk about 2020 TikTok COVID era. It was, what do they call it? A plot development, character development time for a lot of us, including myself. I don't want to talk about it. I was also posting in 2020. Don't look at that. You may recognize some of her videos such as this one.
Dude, I feel so nauseous. Here, try smelling this. What the fuck is this? Rubbing alcohol? Still feel nauseous? Actually? No. Thanks. I feel like I'm gonna throw up. Oh shit, start humming. What? Bitch! I don't have to throw up anymore. My nose won't stop running. Easy trick to clear your sinuses is hold your tongue to the roof of your mouth and then press your thumb to your forehead for like 20 seconds.
What? I know y'all were doing that at home too. By the way, that video, that video got 116 million views. Yeah, she probably made a whole, like, $30 off that video as far as TikTok revenue system works. Hey yo, TikTok, pay your creators, please. You also might recognize this video. I'll watch this one with y'all. Damn, this video is awesome. Oh, I have to unmute it? Fine.
Psychology tricks to f with people's minds that I may or may not use. You'll never know. Pull out a pack of gum, offer the person you're talking to a piece, and then put it back without taking any for yourself. That person, if they're observant, is gonna have a lot of questions.
I'm probably just gonna be really self-conscious about my breath smelling, which is something that I'm already constantly self-conscious of.
So a friend actually did this one to me once, and it f***ed my whole day up. If you're ever having a conversation with somebody, just stop, look them dead in the eye, and go, wake up. And then just immediately go back to the conversation like nothing ever happened.
Yeah, I mean, in 2019, I'm sure that would probably mess with someone's mind.
If somebody on the road is driving like an asshole, your first reaction is probably going to be to flip them off. But stop, you can do this better. Instead, give them a thumbs down. It hurts just a little bit more.
I kind of
Please
like that one.
use these wisely.
I do love
tricks
it.
to fuck with.
Okay. I do love a thumbs down moment. Bonus points if you do the that's always good. Too bad that video was probably plagiarized. See what I did there? Used her own trick against her. Okay, yeah, whatever. That's all fine and good. Let's skip to roughly 6 years later, to the present day, where she finds herself rarely scraping 1 million views despite her 17 million TikTok followers. I mean, while looking through her page, look at this. 9 comments, 6 comments, 3 comments. And these weren't hard to find. I didn't cherry pick these ones. These were like just a month down, just scrolling and seeing that like, oh gosh, like she fell off, you know? And she used to be hitting several million views on the regular. So how did this happen? Well, remember how I said that she posted a video rehashing a handful of her controversies, the video in which she brings up the breakup between her and Mattie and talks about those allegations? Yeah. Well, let's take a look at that video and then I'll address said controversies one by one, including a couple that she conveniently left out. Oh, and before you get my eye twitching at the comments that I know people are already starting to write, me going hard against Bella right now does not mean that I am going to ease up on Mattie when I get there. When people say and do bad things, I say boo. Simple as that. I know that people like to pick a side. I don't care. Like I said, when someone does something bad, I say boo. Okay, yeah, let's watch this video that she posted talking about the controversies on February 8th, 2026.
Let's rapid fire all the lies that get spread about me. Aren't you racist? No. I did say slurs as a teenager though, which was racist and homophobic and probably a bunch of other things, but you know what? A lot can change about a person in 11 years. Didn't you cheat on your ex-girlfriend? No, I got cheated on. With a minor and y'all.
So yeah, that's the big allegation, right, that people are talking about, that, you know, it catapulted all of this. She is referring in this video to Mattie Westbrouck, and we will circle back to that after touching on Jayus's controversy.
You copy all your content. I make fun fact content. I read facts online and then I put them in video form. I have always said that I'm learning things from other places like college or like WikiHow or Reddit or just other YouTube videos, and I'll compile it to a 60-second thing. Well, don't you support kill all men? No, what the fuck? Well, you hate all men. I hate abusive men, and good men know the difference. You're a Satanist. I mean, I read the Satan commandments, and they seem pretty fine to me, man. They makes more sense than the Christian shit, so sure. Well, don't you have a domestic violence charge and a restraining order on you? No, we went to court, and I won because it was bullshit. She lied for TMZ money. And then when I started dating somebody new, she came to my door with a 9-page letter begging for me back. Well, you're just annoying and I fucking hate you. Okay, I am annoying and I hate myself.
Right, okay, so as you can see, we have 3 key points. The racism, the DV court case, and the copying content. I will also add another key point to this list that she left out, and that is ableism. So as far as addressing her controversies before we get into the stuff with her and Mattie, let's start there. So regarding that, onlyjayus posted this video. The text on screen that you'll see wasn't in the original video. Just ignore that, whatever.
If a service dog ever approaches you but they're alone, that means that their owner's in trouble and they probably can't move, so you should follow him, because you'll get a free walk.
If you didn't hear correctly, if a service dog is ever alone, person's in trouble, you gotta follow the dog. Epic punchline incoming so that you can steal their wallet. And the crowd goes mild. Now, to give the utmost benefit of the doubt, play devil's advocate, if you will. Some could argue that, you know, we've all made jokes in poor taste, say something and people don't laugh, and then you have that moment where you turn around like, stupid fucking idiot, why did you say that? And then you think about it for the next several years while you're trying to go to bed at night. At least I fucking do. However, not only did she not bring up the ableist joke in that video that she posted on February 8th, where she's addressing her controversies and attempting to correct them, meaning she didn't bring it up, so she didn't even attempt to correct it there and then. But she also literally never apologized it and kind of doubles down in a way every time she does talk about it. At the time that she made this joke and this all went down, this creator posted this about it.
If a service dog ever approaches you but they're alone, that means that their owner's in trouble and they probably can't move, so you should follow him, because you'll get a free...
When is it going to be enough to say onlyjayus is not a good creator, should not be followed, and should not be listened to? Some of you may know, some of you may not, but my child, they are a service dog user. There are occasions when Faye may be incapacitated and her dog will need to get help. And this is not a kind of joke you want to be putting out there. It is not okay. And there is no apology. There is no responsibility. There is nothing.
So like talking about how her daughter uses a service dog, the caption of this video says, this video is from May 22nd, 2021. It has over 1 million likes and @onlyjayus needs to take it down and apologize profusely. To which onlyjayus responded. Bella responded and said, really good, really intelligent response, honestly. Really emotionally aware, really sensitive to people with disabilities. So she responded by saying, ha ha ha, no. Presumably in response to the creator saying that she needs to take the video down and apologize. Which is ironic because since then she has taken the video down. She also deleted her comment saying ha 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 no. But luckily the creator responded in time to make a video response where you can see the original comment.
Really? Ha 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 funny? Joke at the expense of my disabled child. Do you know why she has a service dog? It's because before she had one, she passed out multiple times by herself. Once in a parking lot, got concussions, and nobody was there to help. Do you understand how vulnerable somebody is in this situation? No, you don't you? You think it's haha funny. This is how haha funny this is. Take that garbage down. Apologize. Stop with the ableism. Did you not get in enough trouble? Did you not do enough bad things?
So yeah, unfortunately, her words really meant nothing to Bella. She never apologized about it. You know, she took down the video. She started accumulating public backlash for that video, so she took that down because she started getting public backlash. She doesn't care. And you might think to yourself, hey, this was 5 years ago. People can change. But she's still doubling down to this day. While researching this video, while searching onlyjayus ableism, I came across this creator who posted this video about the Mattie and Bella situation. Caption on the screen says, being anti-Mattie and anti-only ableist Bella, onlyjayus, only able, you get it. Let's not forget about your service dog jokes, you freak. And there's the video. She's lip syncing copyright music. She's not losing her mind. But yeah, that video was posted on February 23rd, 2026. And Bella, onlyjayus, responded. she's one of 4 fucking comments saying, my girlfriend has a service dog. That's even worse. Now, at least you understand how vulnerable and horrifying situations a person can be in that would leave their service dog looking for help for them, and yet you still don't care to apologize or address it in your addressing the hate video, despite vaguely addressing everything else. Like, your girlfriend has a service dog, meaning you at least 2026 more so maybe have the capacity to understand just how fucked up that joke was. And you didn't even include it in your video addressing the hate. But you're still defensive about it in people's comment sections. Like, that wasn't a big video. Like I said, it had 4 comments, and you're like, my girlfriend had a service dog. Okay. Anyways, that's kind of the main thing about the ableism. So now we're gonna get into the racism.
Aren't you racist? No. I did say slurs as a teenager, though, which was racist and homophobic and probably a bunch of other things. But you know what? A lot can change about a person in 11 years.
So here, like we watched, she's referencing using slurs and how the internet calls her racist. And that would be because of this screenshot that was leaked in 2021 by this creator, Freak2Gemini, who posted this video.
Everybody here that I love you no matter your sex, your gender, your sexuality, your faith, or your race.
That didn't age well because this you at the bottom calling some.
So this is a screenshot of messages from onlyjayus. They say, I haven't even read this full screenshot, oh lord. They're fighting with someone and they say, explain how I'm sucking up to Luna. Don't know who that, whatever. You told yourself to grow up. Oh yeah, totally. Going to high school, college classes, work, and working 7 to 8 hours on YouTube is so not hard. I think you'll be okay. She's like mad because someone, I guess, said that her job wasn't hard, which, like, try being an influencer for a day. Like, being an influencer is objectively not. It can be a lot of work. Like, editing can take a lot of work. It can be a lot of hours, especially when you're, like, getting started. Your workload, though, at the end of the day kind of depends on what you put on yourself because you are self-employed. And also, like, I work probably 40 hours a week editing, doing all that kinds of stuff. For a long time, I had 2 jobs there, but I loved it. Like, who gets the privilege of saying that they love their job? Also, working 7 to 8 hours on YouTube a day is the average workload for any other job. A 7 to 8 hour day is pretty average. What's a 9 to 5? 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, look at that. 8 hours. Most people are doing that except they're working in cubicles. Like, you know, and you get to, like, have fun on the internet, whatever. Working 7 to 8 hours on YouTube is so not hard. Butch, I think she meant to say bitch, grow up. Let your damn balls drop before you start talking shit to pop up on the internet, you bottomless pit of insecurity. And then they said again, autocorrect, you dumb bitch. Or, autocorrect, you dumb C word. I can't say that word on YouTube. And yes, you're right, the abortion didn't work. Huh? Which is why my parents hate me and why I've been in foster care the past 2 years. So congrats on that. Go yourself, you piece of shit. I honestly hope your parents get cancer. I hope your parents get cancer. Oh my god, I hadn't read that part yet. That is so insane. Like, what the hell? That's f***ed, man. My parent died of cancer. So onlyjayus. I hope everyone you loves dies, and most of all, I hope Trump gets killed so your dumbass self has to live in a world with Clinton as president. I'm done talking to a N-word loving asshole. Have fun sucking cock. So that's where, you know, the racial slurs come in. Oh my, that was, wow. Colorful language. Like, also, like not even the N-word, but like N-word lover. Sorry? So this video that Freak to Gemini posted blew up. She commented under this video, I believe. It was this video or someone else's video talking about like the racism. And she said, I acknowledge the terrible thing I said when I was 16. Which people did the math, by the way, and she was actually 17. So she was kind of like downplaying her age a bit, but whatever. I'm currently trying to word my apology the best way I can so I can hold myself accountable. So this was before she apologized that she left this comment. Freak to Gemini posted another video about it.
Jace, the screenshots are from August. You were born in April. You were 17 and a senior at the time. It wasn't oh, I said the N-word by mistake, or oh, I say it because I'm from the hood type thing. It was a literal slave master insult you used. And y'all say us black people say it all the time. When have I ever called someone the hard ER lover? Literally have multiple screenshots of her saying that it was not her, it's all been photoshopped. Y'all can't.
So in this screenshot, this is like a DM conversation between Freak to Gemini and Bella, where you can see the top message there says, it's photoshopped. Freak to Gemini says, it's screen recorded, you can't Photoshop a video, shut the f*** up. Bella said, yes, you can. Freak to Gemini sent like more proof, I guess. So like, yeah, at one point she was randomly trying to accuse him of photoshopping it despite him providing extra proof where the original person who was beefing with Bella, they took a screen recording of the conversation where they like click on Bella's profile and then like scroll to the DMs, like show it, right? Which is obviously much more difficult for like any average Joe to Photoshop, or I guess video shop. But like either way, it doesn't even matter because she later apologized, meaning yes, this did happen. Let's take a look at her apology.
In my past, I said disgusting things to people, and I am so ashamed of myself for using racist rhetoric and derogatory language to hurt others, because I knew what that word meant and I understood the power behind it, but I said it anyway because it was the meanest thing that I could think of, and I am so sorry to...
Low-key, like, okay. N-word lover is the meanest thing that you could think of. Like, not even calling them the N-word, but like, N-word lover. And like, maybe I'm just being autistic here, which I am. But like, at face value, wouldn't that term mean like that they love black people? Like, cause like in this context, you're calling black people the N-word and then trying to say that they're an N-word lover. I'm just saying it's weird that that's the meanest thing that you could think of. Like, obviously her saying the N-word, bad. Even if she didn't say the N-word, if she were to say, you black person lover, I hate you, that's weird, not good, and racist. But it's just weird to me that that's the meanest thing that she could think of. And she says that that's the meanest thing that she could think of is somebody being a N-word lover. Okay, wait, yeah, I just Googled it, and apparently it does mean kind of what I thought it's supposed to mean. So, like, weird. Like, that's the meanest thing you could think of. Like, let me know your guys' thoughts on that. Let's keep watching.
But I said it anyway because it was the meanest thing that I could think of, and I am so sorry to everyone, but especially to those in the black community, because only you guys can forgive me for this, and there is no excuse, and there are no justifications for what I said, and you guys deserve better. And when I first saw the screenshots, I didn't even think that they were real because I forgot how hateful and how angry of a person I used to be, and it hurt.
So, like, that's her, you know, kind of justifying why she accused Freak the Gemini of Photoshop. She didn't even think they were real. I don't believe that because they're very specific. Like, you know, you might not remember saying that, but like if you see a text, surely that would refresh your memory. I think you just accused him of Photoshop because you wanted to see if you could get away with accusing him of Photoshop until he sent the screen recording to you, in my personal opinion.
Because I forgot how hateful and how angry of a person I used to be, and it hurts my soul knowing that I said those things. So
yeah, that's the apology. The public had mixed reactions to it. There was a lot of white people defending her. Freak Gemini addressed that there was a lot of white people defending her in this video.
Oh, look at all the undercover racists coming to Jay's aid. What is going on with you white saviors that keep trying to defend Jay's for saying N-word lover, bro? You must say it too. Both dude and her keep making it seem like me and Papa Gut edited the photos to make it seem like Jay said
Papa Gut, I think, is somebody else who was talking about it.
We're with the hard ER. It's all of you white saviors keep defending Jay's for saying this slur towards my people. I'm going to be making a video about everyone that's mutuals with her tomorrow. Let's bring all the racists out into the open. Oh.
Yeah, and yeah, you that's really not uncommon when people have racism allegations, for there to just be like a bunch of white people being like, I actually think it's fine. Like, okay. Like, a lot of people's defense also is like that she was a minor, but like she addresses in her own apology that she was well aware of what that word meant, and that it was hateful, that it was a slur, etc. Like, and 17, like a minor, yet she was 17. Like where I live, you can drive when you're 16, and if you're old enough to operate a motor vehicle, you're definitely old enough to know not to say the N-word. Also, like, it's upsetting to think about the potential, like, black people in her life whose experiences with racism at a young age could have been from her, like, contributing to their early life experiences with racism, because she was just, like, going around saying the N-word. And, like, even if you were a minor, it's still substantial and hurtful. I, like, definitely don't think it's magically irrelevant just because she was young. I'm sure most of us aren't the same people that we were when we were minors, hence why people like to use that point to defend others, but it still had an impact. That's why white people can't hear an apology and think like, oh, you're good, bro. Like, we didn't experience this shit growing up. Obviously, there's no sting there. Obviously, it would be easier for a white person to be like, it's fine. It's honestly fine. Like, accepting her apology, but like, you don't matter here. And yes, like, I'm a white person giving my opinion, but I'm trying to mainly give my opinion about, like, to speak to other white people about some reasons as to, like, why that's not cool, and why when it comes to, like, racism allegations and stuff, maybe we should just observe. Like, nobody's at home thinking to themselves, I wonder what Jason, what's a white person last name? Why Jason Scott? I wonder what Jason Scott 227 is thinking about this. Like, they, you know, it's entitled and weird, and yeah, and you do see that a lot with creators that have racism allegations. Anyways, okay, this whole situation, the whole racism situation, gets more, there's more layers to it. I'm gonna paraphrase this situation because there's so much back and forth, and like, it could literally be its own video, and I want to get to the Mattie stuff. So she said at the end there that she's gonna share her platform with black creators, and here's where stuff gets more messy, because basically she hit up a black creator, Aunt Karen, on TikTok, I guess, to collaborate on a video.
Now, you become a mutual of mine after your whole N-word debacle. Said you want to collaborate with me. We email, and suddenly you've dropped off the face of the earth. So are black people just tokens for you to use when you're ready to play?
So, like, basically, they were going to collaborate. Bella ghosted. This girl, Aunt Karen, she posted a part 1 and part 2, but like I said, I'm trying to get through this quickly, so if you do want a more in-depth video about this specific scenario, I recommend checking out Janky Jabo's videos. I still don't know how to pronounce his name. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. But Bella commented on one of these videos saying, hey, I'm sorry for forgetting I have a chaotic schedule and ADHD. You could have hit me up again, but you went public, which isn't cool. I don't want to collaborate anymore. Which, yeah, obviously, like, if you guys were to collaborate after this, that would be quite the awkward video. I don't know if she wants to collaborate with you either, but like, whatever. Anyways, Aunt Karen posts a handful of videos about it. I do believe it was about 7 videos about it. Bella later defends herself, saying that she only didn't respond for 5 days because she had just moved and like was unpacking, busy with that, whatever. Sure, I guess. I mean, like, I will say, in my personal opinion, 5 days not responding to someone doesn't seem... That doesn't seem too crazy to me. I don't know if I'm out of line in saying that, but like, for her to not respond for 5 days before Aunt Karen went public with it and made multiple videos, like multiple videos, I don't know. But like, don't get me wrong, the way that Bella handles it, not good, very bad. So like, trust me, not defending Bella here. She posts her response video eventually. Trigger warning for yelling.
Respond to an email from this creator that wanted to collab with me, and you know, instead of just like hitting me up again, they made 7 fucking videos about it. Can you please?
Like, yeah, it was a lot of videos for sure. She definitely hammered down. I can see why you would feel frustrated, I guess, since, like, in my opinion, I don't think that 7 days is that insane damn. Like, I know I get angry sometimes and I get like kind of loud in my videos at times, but like, she is hooting and hollering and screaming at the top of her lungs. Let me play that back. Like, listen to that at the top of her lungs.
To respond to an email from this creator that wanted to collab with me, and instead of just like hitting me up again, they made 7 fucking videos about it! Can you please leave me the fuck alone?
Like, seething. You know what I mean? Like shaking with anger. I'm right here with you, Aunt Karen. That face perfectly encapsulates it. What the f***? Let's keep watching.
Can you please leave me the fuck alone?
So mad. Sorry, I know I just played that, but holy shit. Oh my god. Okay. I'll try not to pause.
Please leave me the fuck alone. I have a diagnosed neurological disorder that makes me forget things.
This is her referencing her ADHD, which, like, I get. I have AUDHD. I don't know if that's how you properly pronounce that. This is my first time saying that out loud, but autism and ADHD. I'm sure if there was a version of myself that was better at responding to people, I also probably would not have ADHD. But this was perhaps the worst way to communicate that. Also, by the way, her saying that Aunt Karen didn't reach out to her. Earlier, I also said, like, I understand why she would be frustrated if Aunt Karen made 7 videos about it, but never, like, followed up. Like, it was 5 days where you didn't respond, and Aunt Karen never thought to message twice about it, but yet she was, like, happy to go and post about it publicly. Yeah, Aunt Karen literally disproves that. So as you can see, this is on March 17th, 2021. She was, talking about the collaboration. And then on April 4th, oh, March 17th. How many days are in March? 30 days has September, April, June, and November. All the rest have 31. 31 days in March. Okay, I guess it was longer than 5 days as well, is what this seems to show. So if it was March 17th, that would be like 2.5 weeks that she didn't respond. Not 5 days. And then also, you can see, this is Aunt Karen reaching out to follow up, which onlyjayus claims that she never did. So, and like, you'll see this with the Mattie situation that we're getting so close to talking about. Okay, we're getting close to talking about it. But like, it's little things like that makes it hard for the public to trust her, because like, why do you have to lie about such little details, or at the very least exaggerate about such little details? Like, it always seems to be the little details for the most part too. Like, you could just not. And so, like, I think that's why now, like, come 2026, people are so hesitant to believe what Bella says, because, like, she does this shit and has done this shit and continues to do this shit so much. And, like, again, don't get me wrong, I will be going just as hard on Mattie when we get to it, although there's probably some people that have already left their little hate comment about how I'm defending Mattie, and they gathered that conclusion simply because I'm going hard on onlyjayus, and those people have already clicked off by now. So, say la vie. That is all I'm going to include about the racism. That seems to be the main stuff. The last part of that segment, to me, like, it just feels kind of weird in general. Like, I don't know, the collaboration in and of itself immediately after the racism allegation is weird to me. Is that not weird? I feel like everybody that I've heard talk about this is like, yeah, she wanted to collab with a black creator after the racism allegation. Like, that feels really performative to me, for her to, like, get this racism allegation and then be like, F***, I need to find a black person. See, guys, look, black person. I don't know. I am a white woman, so those are just my observations. But, like, yeah, I can't say definitively whether or not she is still racist in present day 2026. She talks a lot about educating herself, I guess. She definitely talks about it more and seems to be more apologetic than the ableist joke. I can say that, but that's a pretty low bar to start with, so that's up to you guys to interpret all that stuff how you will. Okay, here we have my last key talking point. Remember those key talking points that I had on screen earlier? Ableism, racism, DV court case, which we'll talk about when we get to the Mattie stuff, But the last part of her controversy that I will touch on is her being accused of copying creators, aka plagiarism. And I'm gonna keep this one short and sweet since honestly, I want to move on and actually get into the video and the Mattie stuff. So I'm just gonna let this video speak for itself.
Boom, the bomb exploded, you have to act immediately. First of all, don't look at the flash because it's going to blind.
Boom, the bomb went off, you have to act fast, okay? First things first, don't look at the flash, it'll blind you.
You don't have a chance to get to a shelter. Your safest bet is to lay down face down and cover your head.
If you can't find shelter, your best bet is going to be to lay down on the ground, face down, covering your head and ears.
I have to understand there's still X-rays, gamma rays, beta rays. They're going to be actively burning you alive. It's not going to feel good, but you have to survive. You're going to have to get up, take the pain, and run for shelter. Get to a cave.
X-rays, but also gamma rays and thermal rays, which are not going to feel good. They're going to be actively burning you. It doesn't matter, you have to get up, fight through the pain, and just find fucking shelter.
Bar for bar. Yeah, like didn't even try. Yeah. That original creator that you saw that obviously posted their video first. Their username is Yo Mike Z. She's also been accused by Alex Byron because his video had a very obscure and like random premise, like a premise that's like, how do you even come up with that type shit? And she copied that. So like, that's another person that has accused her. Her first ever TikTok post is a blatant copy, again, bar for bar, of a Reddit post.
I have absolute proof that God does not exist. This proof is absolute, but immaterial. You can't see it or measure it, but it exists. It's beyond comprehension, and thus we should not even question it. It's everywhere at all times. You just need to have faith that it's there and that it's true.
Shout out to the internet anarchists who brought attention to that. I could go on and on with all the plagiarism examples. Like the reason why that is such a big thing in her controversies is because no, it's not like copying a trend or copying a concept or getting inspiration from. It is word by word, which, like, in my opinion, is even harder to do than wording it on your own. It's hard to copy something word for word instead of just saying it in your own words or paraphrasing it. Like, bro, it is so easy to just paraphrase something a little bit differently, and then it would be, like, a little bit less, at least, blatant than it is, you know? Like, yeah. All I have to say about that at the end of the day is that plagiarism, especially at this level, like, can't even argue that your videos were inspired by someone. You were doing word for word plagiarism. And plagiarism like this is bad. And TikTok creators should be called out when they copy other TikTok creators' videos word for word. Do you see the joke? The joke is that I'm plagiarizing word for word a tweet of hers, you know, so like that really adds to the irony of this whole situation. Like, what did she say in her initial video that she posted on February 8th?
You copy all your content. I make fun fact content. I read facts online and then I put them in video form.
No, you see, like, yeah. That's just not true. Hence, like, another reason why people are reluctant to believe her, because in today, 2026, February 8th, 2026, posting that video, addressing the hate, she's blatantly misrepresenting the situation. And then also she just, like, doesn't talk about the ableist thing at all, again, because I don't think she feels sorry or cares. But, like, you know, that's why when we go on to talk about this Mattie stuff, she does post some, like, proof about stuff, but initially when people heard her saying, well, we'll get into it. Initially when people heard her say, like, no, my ex cheated on me with a minor, people were like, okay, I'm gonna listen to you because this is a serious allegation, but we really need you to explain further, Bella, because you have a tendency to not, you know, like, do stuff like this, misrepresent stuff, or lie about little details, or whatever, you know? But yeah, that is why the internet generally does not favor Bella. That is part of the reason why she fell off as hard as she did, and that's part of the reason why she's generally just considered just not liked. Now, let's finally get into why the fuck we're even talking about this woman now. And that's the situation between her and Mattie Westbrouck. Okay, so where are we? Oh yeah, I lied. I got confused. We have one more thing. We have one more thing about the allegations, and we're gonna get into it, okay? I promise. Remember how I said that another one of the key points that I listed was about like the DV court case? I thought that was about Mattie. It wasn't about Mattie. That's why I thought that was the end of the controversies, whatever. This is about a different person, different ex of Bella's. Her name is Brittany. So Bella and Brittany dated, I don't really know when they dated. Okay, they dated in 2024, so they dated after Mattie and Bella dated, because Mattie and Bella dated 2022 to 2023, but it's still it's still very relevant to the stuff with Mattie, because there's some like similar claims against Bella, we'll say. They broke up, obviously, and Brittany claimed that Bella was verbally abused and tried to file a restraining order against Bella. She also claimed that Bella was showing up at her house unannounced in the middle of the night since they broke up, and that she feels unsafe whenever her doorbell rings, unsure if it's Bella. Keep this in mind. She also claims that Bella has access to a gun and that she threatened to take her life or harm herself during their breakup. Heavy shit, right? Like major allegations. These are all comments that Brittany said to TMZ, which, as we know in the video that Bella posted, she's like, my ex lied for TMZ money.
Well, don't you have a domestic violence charge and a restraining order on you? No! We went to court and I won because it was bullshit. She lied for TMZ money.
You might be wondering, Brittany said she was going to file a restraining order. What happened with that? Basically, these allegations kind of blew over because Brittany never ended up showing up to her court date. And so Bella went on to claim that what Brittany said was inaccurate, her claims are out of context, etc. And of course, like, she still stands on that later, saying that Brittany lied for TMZ money. And so therefore, like, the court case was dismissed because Brittany was a no-show. And so, you know, I can't say here nor there about that, right? Because, like, these are serious accusations, but then Brittany didn't show up, and you know what I mean? Like, that's what happened with that. But Bella does later go on to admit to having kind of behaviors similar to this, not her first rodeo type shit. She admits to that later in response to Mattie, because Mattie and Bella, as we all know, it's what we're about to get into, it's what you guys have been wanting to know for the past like 50 minutes. They have this whole back and forth, and one of the accusations that Mattie does throw at Bella is that Bella does this stuff. So like Bella kind of substantiates it a little bit later on when we get into the Mattie stuff, which we will get into right now. Okay, we're good to get into it now. So, let me quickly introduce Mattie, since we literally haven't even done that yet. This is Mattie Westbrouck. They're currently 25, born September 2nd, 2000. I'm bringing up birthdays right now because we're going to have to do some math a few times. Doing math when it comes to people's ages in relationships already leaves a bad taste in my mouth, but it's totally fine. Okay, yeah. Mattie. From what I know, they use they, them pronouns. Bella uses they, them, and also she, her, but I'm just going to stick with she, her to differentiate between the two since shit's about to get real confusing. I'm literally debating pulling out one of those, like, police cork boards that they use for, like, investigation. I don't know if they actually use it. ACAB. Okay, whatever. Mattie. You may recognize them from their popular TikToks, such as this.
So in case you haven't noticed, I love my job. And here is one of the main reasons why. Today, like, the trucker version of Hulk walks in, just this big burly dude. And he goes, hey kid, like, I don't know what to get. Like, what do you recommend? And I was like, oh, sir, for you, I definitely recommend the pink lemonade tea. And he goes, oh, that sounds kind of fruity. And before my brain could be like, hey Mattie, you're at work. Don't make comments like you're about to make. I go, oh, well, sir, I'm fruity. This poor man. He goes, oh, well, what does that mean? I was like, oh, I just really like fruit. And so I make him the drink, and this is what he does. You know, kid, I think I might be fruity too.
I don't know. I've never seen that TikTok, but I guess it got 38 million views. You also may recognize them from their relationship with Amara. They've been dating Amara for like 2 years. They broke up recently, but they were dating Amara for like 2 years, and a lot of their content has been around that for the past 2 years. When they were with Amara, they'd post stuff like this.
A few hours ago, my girlfriend went to work, so I dressed up like a Christmas present, and I want to surprise her with me when she gets home. But the only problem is she doesn't get off for another hour. So I'm stuck like this until she gets home. Oh no. I was about to put on some deodorant, but then I realized that I haven't unpacked it from my Thanksgiving trip. Can't bend down to unpack. Wait, can I slip it off? Hold on, I'm gonna do it over here. Woo! No, my hips are too robust. Oh, no way. I got it. Yes! Now that we've got my body odor under control, I can still watch TV until she gets back. She's almost home! Alexa, play Rockin' Around the Christmas Tree.
You will get us. Why does this clip make me so uncomfortable? When you...
It's been 3 minutes. I think she parked her car.
Bruh.
What?
What are you doing?
I'm your present. Want to unwrap me one?
I don't think so. I think I'm gonna make you feel like this on our date tonight.
Yada yada, and also stuff like this.
Could be 1 month, could be 2 months. 3 months. Could be 4 months. I can see that happening, yes. 8 months. That's a realistic timeline. 1 year. I can see that as a very real possibility.
Whoop-de-doo, public relationship type shit, whatever. Flash forward to January 2026, and people are speculating that they broke up.
Are Mattie and Amara broken up? They last posted together at the end of November. They still follow each other, and for a while they were still liking each other's posts. So initially, I thought that they were still together, but Amara wanted to take a step back from Mattie's TikTok. But now it's been like over a month, and I'm leaning much more towards they're broken up. I feel like Mattie would say something to put the rumours to bed if they were still together and everything was fine, and it was just that Amara wanted to break from it.
Yeah, so the public was right. People were talking about this for a little while, and then eventually, after a few weeks of people confused as to why they're not really posting together anymore, especially since they used to post together quite often, Mattie makes the breakup official on their Instagram story with this photo of the sunset saying, "Hey, we've seen the videos and we want to keep you updated. Amara and I have decided to move forward as only friends. There's absolutely no bad blood, and we appreciate all of the support everyone has shown us over the past couple of years." Mattie posted that Snapchat story announcing that they broke up on January 25th. 2026. So like this also leaves fans confused as to like who, what, where, when, why, how, like, you know what I mean? And like Mattie and Amara aren't saying much, which is fair. Like, yes, it's a public relationship, but like they don't have to make a whole video talking about the specifics for all of us nosy f***s at home. But like, since they didn't say much, people looking for answers started questioning everything. I was actually there when it happened. Not like, I worded it as if I was like a bystander when they broke up, like in the background at a coffee shop when they're having their like breakup debacle, but like no, I was in the comment sections and like, I guess familiar with their relationship when they broke up. Also, being a nosy f***, when I say nosy f***, I'm referring to myself as well. I saw some people say stuff like, oh, you could always tell from their videos together that like Mattie was more into the relationship than Amara, like Mattie was more into Amara. And then I also saw some people starting to bring up Mattie's old relationships, such as Mattie's relationship with Bella, in which Mattie cheated on Bella. So let's touch on that first, because yes, Mattie did cheat on Bella when they dated back in 2022 to early 2023. Let's get into that. I promise we will get to the minor stuff in this video as well. But this is all like, you know what I mean? Okay, cheating on Bella situation. So Bella initially said that people have accused her of cheating on Mattie. That was in that February 8th video. I'll show the clip.
Didn't you cheat on your ex-girlfriend? No! I got cheated on with a minor, and y'all still support them.
I don't know if people have actually been accusing Bella of cheating, since it was pretty known that Mattie cheated on her. At least I feel like in today's day and age, it is pretty known that Mattie cheated on her. I think this may have just been a way to rehash the Mattie stuff and of course drop the bomb of that they cheated with a minor. We're getting there, don't you worry. But for now, we're going back in time to explain the whole cheating situation thing. The year's 2023. And Bella and Mattie had freshly broken up. Well, freshly broken up 4 months ago. I don't know what sparked this. I'm gonna guess that 4 months post-breakup, Bella pieced some things together and came online with it. So 4 months post-breakup, Bella posts this.
Today is the 4-month anniversary of this shitty f***ing roller coaster I've been on of being broken up with and not being told why. In that time, I eventually did learn the truth. I got cheated on. But because I'm me and my ex is my ex, the response so far has been, I don't believe you, which honestly, valid. I didn't believe it myself. It took a very long time for me to understand that this actually happened. But in the time of getting broken up with and learning why I got broken up with, they posted a lot of very cryptic videos where they admit it before they ever admitted it, you know? And people started pointing that out after I posted my video, and they deleted them. but I saved them, along with a few other videos from our relationship, which looking back now are ironic as fuck.
So yeah, Bella's gonna go on to show said ironic videos such as this one. Caption on the screen says, "This was a trend they had me do. What would you do if someone other than me flirted with you?" Do you guys know the trend? Basically, like, couples will do this trend. One couple will come up to the other person. The whole premise is like, the person coming up, it's like, what would you do if, like, I was a stranger? Like, pretend I'm a stranger. I'm gonna flirt with you. How would you respond? I'm over explaining. You guys probably know the fucking trend. Okay, let's watch this.
Hey. No! I'm not me. I'm someone else. What would you do if I was like some stranger at a bar and was like, hey? Run? That was good. You just Mario sprint across the whole bar. What a way though.
God, I fucking hate this era of humor. I don't, it's so awkward too. Why are they whispering? They're like mumbling to each other, but they're filming a TikTok. Whatever, let's keep watching. I'm just like trying to hold back the cringe here.
I have a boyfriend. What would you do if I wasn't me? If you weren't you? Well, no, because I have a girlfriend at home.
That one hurt just a little extra to rewatch because they did indeed have a girlfriend at home and still chose to go to another girl's hotel room and cheat on me.
Okay, yeah. So, of course, then Mattie, receiving some backlash from these claims, they responded. Okay, ignore whatever the I'm gonna show you. This is like Bella said in her video that she like downloaded some of the videos before like Mattie took them down or whatever the and so this is just like framed all weird in this video that I'm about to show you, but this is Mattie addressing Bella coming and saying that Mattie cheated on them.
Okay, so I was just sitting here trying to crochet this bunny that's turning out to look like a piece of binder paper when I really had no idea why I was still getting so many comments about my past relationship. And it's because I had no idea y'all were that invested. And I really want to come on here and share my side of the story, but that will only lead to more hurt, and that will only lead to more questions, and that will not lead to healing on either party's side, because we both made mistakes. It was a very toxic and abusive relationship on both ends. And
I don't know if you guys have seen the narrative of like that, like a relationship can't actually be abusive both ways. Like it's usually an abuser and then somebody reacting to the abuse by being abusive back, aka reactive abuse, which isn't the same as it being abusive both ways. What do y'all think about that? I don't know. I didn't learn that in my schooling. I went to school to be a therapist. Maybe my schooling is outdated. I mean, it was 2 years ago. Saying that it's outdated kind of makes me sound like I'm like 70. I don't know. Whatever. But like, what do y'all think about that? Let me know.
it was a very toxic and abusive relationship on both ends. And the things that I put Bella through, I owned up to privately many months ago. And so seeing all of this resurface is just kind of interesting, and it just kind of puts me in this weird mental state where I'm not sure how to go about it. But I am bettering myself. I'm very sober. I'm very single. And I'm finding my peace. And I hope that Bella finds peace. And I hope that the world continues to spin.
I'm not gonna lie. If my ex posted this after cheating on me, I would go insane. Like, I would go insane. I would start writing on my walls with my period blood. The world continues to spin. The world continues to spin. I would lose my mind. I don't know, like, maybe in 2023, the whole, like, and the world kept spinning saying wasn't, like, popularized as, like, a way to tell someone that some things are relevant. So, like, maybe they did mean it genuinely. Maybe they weren't being like, well, I cheated on you, the world kept spinning, but, like, whoa! So, 2023, fresh post-breakup. Shit's messy. Bella continues to post more proof as to Mattie hinting about cheating before they ever cheated, as Bella calls it.
They posted a lot of very cryptic videos where they admit it before they ever admitted it.
They post Mattie lip syncing a song alluding to cheating before they ever cheated. I started singing too early. When I met you in that hotel room, I could tell that you were so bad news. Oh shit. But I keep messing with you. I bring this up, this is relevant to me because basically at this point, 2023, freshly finding out Bella had been cheated on, she's losing it a little bit, you know what I like just a little bit. She's like hyper analyzing the songs that Mattie lip syncs to, like, you wanted to cheat on me, and like, you know what? I get it, bro. Being cheated on, it has you doing some shit like this. Bella is like publicly kind of tweaking out, but she's like has such a valid reason for it. So, and like shit's getting messy. Like Bella is posting about this maniacally, you know what I mean? She's posting about it being a mutual friend. They captioned this one post saying, for context, they cheated on me in another girl's hotel room. Do they look sorry about it? Apparently she commented, homewrecker, on the mutual friends post. Yo, it gets so confusing here. Look at this TikTok. What is going on? So this is the alleged cheat person, homewrecker, whatever. Apparently this is like Bella's account, maybe like an alt account. It says homewrecker. And then I guess this is Mattie and the person from the video. And then Olivia Ponton TikTok drama. Oh, this is showing that it says homewrecker from onlyjayus' official account. And then this person said, maybe direct your anger towards the person that had the partner and cheated and not the person who has been single for the last year. And then Bella said, I'm directing my anger towards somebody who took advantage of another person while they were drunk. Okay, whoa. Okay, I don't even know. Like, I don't know why in one screenshot it shows Bella from, like, a different account, and then it shows Bella from her official account, and like, I don't know. I wanted to note that there's speculation that the homewrecker was someone named Olivia Ponton. Ponton? That sounds more natural. Bella was maniacally posting about all of it. Mattie started posting saying that she was stalking her. Bella says that Mattie wants to pursue legal action. It never went anywhere. And all I'm going to say about that, all I'm going to say about the 2023 stuff and how messy Bella made it, she's low-key valid for that. Like, I've seen a lot of creators covering this whole situation saying that they don't care about the cheating stuff. I do. Being cheated on can be genuinely traumatic. She like eventually posts this video that like also makes me kind of sad. Let me show.
I am done talking about my ex. Okay, this is me holding myself accountable by telling you guys, because just telling myself hasn't really been working, and I think doing this is actually going to help it stick for me, because I'm picking at this scab, wondering why it's still bleeding, why is it not healing, because I need to stop picking at it.
And like, you can tell like this is kind of the end of like, okay guys, I need to stop talking about it. I can't move on. I can't, like, you know, she was really going through it. Like, I hate to say that, my heart kind of hurts for 2023 Bella. Like, will y'all hate me for saying that? I know she's not, I know she's not a good person. Maybe I'm attaching my own emotions to this because I know what it's like to be cheated on, but like, I'm telling you, it brings out the crazy. Like, I've seen some people diss her for the fact that she was, like, so messy with it, but, like, I've been there. You know what I mean? I would have been hyper-analyzing those lip-syncing TikToks, too, is all I'll say. And, like, also, oh my god, in one of Bella's TikToks, she was talking about seeing Mattie posting with the girl that Mattie told her not to worry about, and, like, getting Airbnbs with the girl that Mattie told her not to worry about. Like, I would be so mad, I would eat a dumbbell. Like, that's not even expression or a thing. Nobody says that, but that's how mad I would be, okay? Either way, what I will say is that it is definitely recognized and confirmed that Mattie, in fact, did cheat. That is a claim that is 100% correct. Here's a 2026 clip of them admitting it.
While I was at an extremely low point in my life in November of 2022, I kissed somebody else.
So, like, key accusation about them cheating with minors is, like, half confirmed. Like the cheating part is confirmed as of right now, but obviously, like, them cheating with a minor is a major detail that we're gonna need to get to the bottom of. All I know is that every speculatory homewrecker at the time, 2023, post-breakup, were above age. At least the girl that Bella knew about at the time, the Olivia Ponton girl, whatever, was not a minor. So Bella saying that Mattie cheated with a minor, is very new information to the world. Well, the chronically online world. The world without grass. And no, that does not automatically mean that it's not true. Bella frames it today as if it's something that she didn't even know of at the time. Insinuates now, present day, that Bella got cheated on multiple times, one of which being with a minor. And that's where we'll get into all of that. Welcome to February 8th, 2026, where Bella posts this video.
Let's rapid fire all the lies that get spread about me. Aren't you racist? No. I did say slurs as a teenager though, which was racist and homophobic and probably a bunch of other things, but you know what? A lot can change about a person in 11 years. Didn't you cheat on your ex-girlfriend? No. I got cheated on with a minor and y'all still support them. Well, don't you have a domestic violence charge and a restraining order on you? No. We went to court and I won because it was bullshit. She lied for TMZ money. And then when I started dating somebody new, she came to my door with a 9-page letter begging for me back. Well, don't you support kill all men? No, what the fuck? Well, you hate all men? I hate abusive men, and good men know the difference. You're a Satanist. I mean, I read the Satan commandments, and they seem pretty fine to me, man. It makes more sense than the Christian shit, so sure. You copy all your content. I make fun fact content. I read facts online, and then I put them in video form. I have always said that I'm learning things from other places like college, or like WikiHow, or Reddit, or just other YouTube videos, and I'll compile it to a 60-second thing. Well, you're just annoying and I fucking hate you. Okay, I am annoying and I hate myself.
The video that started it all, claiming that Mattie cheated with a minor. Now remember, not long before this, on January 25th, Mattie and their partner Amara had just broken up. So Mattie already had the public eye on them, not to mention Amara was young when Mattie and her first announced their relationship. So like before Bella even posted her February 8th video saying that Mattie cheated with a minor, people were already like side-eyeing Mattie. Like here's a clip from a TikTok about it before Bella ever even posted their video, before the internet had necessarily more of a reason to like look at Mattie suspiciously.
Mattie cheated on Jayus. A lot of people don't know this, but Mattie was 23 when they got into their current relationship. Guess how old their partner was? Freshly 18. And this was just in public.
Like to say, Mattie was also friends with Amara before Amara turned 18. I'm not saying it was grooming. I'm just saying that waiting until your friend turns 18 so that you can legally date them is concerning. So like 23 and freshly 18. Yo, I'm 23. I'm literally 23. Mattie impression. Guys, I'm literally 23 dating an 18-year-old right now. Okay, sorry. Freshly 18, 20. Let me think about that if that's weird. Oh my god, yes. My little sister is 18. I'm sorry to bring up my little sister right now. I don't know any other 18-year-olds. Just push the dating detail aside. But like thinking about my little sister and like the maturity difference between me and my little sister, like my little sister calls me to tell me about her day in high school, to tell me about their school day in high school. And Mattie was 23. That's 5 years. 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 20. That's 5 years. But that's not what the minor details are. That's just weird. You'll see a lot of details about Mattie. Like there's a lot of small shady things here. Like yes, like 18 and 23 is like technically legal, but if you have to use the words technically legal to describe your f***ing relationship, I feel like it's already kind of like, you know, like. Also, you will see people getting confused and saying that Amara was 17 when Mattie and them started dating. I think people are just getting confused in saying that Amara was 17 because there's a different 17-year-old that comes up in this story. But like, yeah, Amara herself said that she was 18 when her and Mattie started dating, so like I guess I'll just take her word for it. I'm side-eyeing Mattie a little bit there, but there's bigger fish to fry other than that. So anyways, Bella posts this February 8th video being like, they cheated on me with a minor. People start going to Mattie being like, hey, what the f***? Mattie responds, not in a video yet, but in a comment, saying, there is no evidence because it's not true. I'm not going to feed into the lies and give them more fuel to spread misinfo about me. Bella responded to this comment on February 11th in this video.
There is no evidence because it's not true, and I'm not going to feed into the lies so they can continue spreading more lies about me. Hey, how old was this girl?
New person here. Okay, this is Noor. I'm glad that I waited to talk about this stuff because Noor has since spoken up about her experience. And with all this back and forth that we're going to hear from like Mattie and Bella, what Noor has to say about it is very important to me as like, you know, she would be the victim here. We're also going to keep track of the evidence that Bella brings up. First being this screenshot of a TikTok that Mattie and Noor posted where it looks like they're gonna kiss. And Noor here is literally 17. And that would have made Mattie 20 when she posted this video. Let's keep watching.
How old was this girl? Remember when you posted this while we were dating because you didn't want people to know about me? You were like 21. How old was she?
She was 20.
You're not going to say it's why. Well, she was 17. If anybody remembers the Nicholas Ray drama, their roommate, he did it. Everybody likes to say that she lied, but she didn't. She was...
This is what I meant when I said that there's going to be a bunch of names thrown in here and it's going to get really confusing. Okay, Nicholas Ray. In short, is a racist. This is his TikTok account. No, he has not blocked me as far as I know. He's deleted all of his videos. Isn't really online anymore. Had to move out of LA. But him and Mattie were roommates. You can see them together in a good handful of videos. Noor posted a statement about this back in 2021 as she was victimized by this Nicholas Ray person, Mattie's roommate. And Noor also just so happens to be this 17-year-old in this video here. Is this making sense so far? So basically, Nicholas Ray would bring over literal minors and feed them alcohol. And them. And if Nicholas is bringing people over and getting them drunk, and Nicholas is Mattie's roommate, and you can also see that Mattie seems to be pretty involved with this minor here, Noor, as well. Like, yeah, there's not claims of Mattie themselves raping someone. And sure, theoretically, like, you can be someone's roommate and maybe not be home all the time and not know about, like, what's going on. But, like, this screenshot at least shows that Mattie was involved with these minors more than just, like, being an unknowing roommate, like, you know. And this is also what Bella is claiming here, that Mattie was more involved with all the Nicholas Ray stuff than people initially thought.
He would bring over teenage girls to their apartment and they would get them drunk. And you stayed friends with him up until the point that she went public about it. And then suddenly, oh no, I don't want to get canceled either. I gotta cut him off, I gotta unfollow, I gotta delete all these videos with him. But you stayed friends with him. You drove him to the airport. Big emotional hug and cry goodbye because you were gonna miss your best friend that did this to minors. Because you did it too.
So there's, you know, big claim that Mattie did it too. And as far as the public's concerned, like, this screenshot is pretty hard evidence. And, like, not that Mattie necessarily, like, raped someone or did something on Nicholas Ray's level, since Nicholas Ray is literally, like, you know. But, like, heavily affiliated with that stuff and also doing shit like this with minors, like, hello? And, like, this screenshot is pretty hard evidence. And Bella has the whole TikTok, too, that this screenshot is from. We will get to that shortly, but we'll get to the rest of Bella's video first, where she throws more accusations. So far, the accusation is about them doing stuff similar to Nicholas Ray, in that they also preyed on Noor, the person in the screenshot, who is 17 in this photo. That's the accusation we have so far. But let's keep going.
Because you did it too. I posted a bunch of evidence when all this happened. I wish I had my old phone to continue just posting more, but I got some. Hey, that's a cool jacket. But why are you giving it to this teenage girl that we met together?
That girl in the photo that's wearing Mattie's jacket, that is Amara. And the insinuation is that Amara in this screenshot wearing Mattie's jacket is 17. Or is a teenage, is a minor. So Bella's basically saying like, look, this is the girl you dated wearing your jacket when she was 17, meaning that y'all didn't wait to get together until Amara was 18, which that still is weird, but like she was in fact 17. There was an overlap. And so we can add that to our list of accusations. But I will also, to be fair here, because I want to go in this as unbiased as possible and genuinely look at, like, factually, the proof that Bella has and the proof that Mattie has and the accusations and etc, etc. I will highlight the first shady detail that Bella has is in her comment section, someone said Mattie and Amara started dating when Amara was 17 and Mattie was like 20 something. Bella says 22. But like, Amara said herself that she was 18 when they started dating. Like, I don't know. We're gonna have to hyperanalyze this jacket situation, I guess, to maybe figure it out. Like, I don't know. Like, maybe they started talking when Amara was 17. I don't know. We'll unpack it. But it is, like, a little shady. Like, Bella insinuating, like, she was 17. But it's like, Amara said she was 18. And, like, also, I feel like it would have been a bigger thing if Mattie and Amara started dating when she was 17. Like, they announced their relationship publicly. Like, this claim is only really substantiated by the jacket thing that Amara was wearing. And, like, if that jacket was Mattie's and that they don't own the same jacket, that means that Mattie was at least flirting with Amara when she was 17 and, like, waited for Amara to turn 18 to start dating them. And Mattie was 22. I know I said Mattie was 23 at one point, but that's because Mattie is 4 years and 5 months older than Amara. So for 5 months after Mattie's birthday, the age gap is 18 and 23. But then for the rest of the year, the age gap is 18 and 22. I know that that's weird to think about, but like Mattie's birthday is September 2nd, 2000, and Amara's birthday is February 20th, 2005. But anyways.
I got no ill feelings towards this girl, okay? I saw her once at a party a few months ago, and she was mad dogging me, but I was just like, girl, I think you're a victim. I don't think that I'm a victim because I was a grown adult and I should have seen these signs and walked away, but live and learn. But Mattie, have you learned your lesson yet? Do you remember the night you told me you cheated on me? At the Streamy Awards, you were high on ketamine. You pulled me into the bathroom, you're like, I'm gonna tell you something, but then I'm gonna kill myself. Because that's manipulative as hell.
Okay, yeah, high on ketamine threatening to kill themselves. Well, we'll definitely add that here. But that's, wow, yeah, what, like, my brain is, like, resetting. What the hell? Jesus.
You're like, I'm gonna tell you something, but then I'm gonna kill myself. Because that's manipulative as hell. You still in the K-hole? You still drinking? I hope you're doing better, but I really think that you should admit this, at least to yourself, so we can all heal. Jayus, this happened so long ago, why are you still talking about it? Because people think I cheated. People think that I cheated with minors.
Again, I don't know how many people are actually accusing her of this. Maybe. Like, that would drive me nuts, too. If, like, my ex cheated on me and then everyone's like, no, you cheated. In my opinion, this seems like an excuse to bring this stuff up, which, like, she doesn't need an excuse to bring this stuff up. I don't care if it's 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 20, 30, 40 years after it happened. Like, these are things that people should know. Like, when it comes to somebody potentially being predatory towards minors, like, yeah, people should know. Doesn't matter how long after it is. And, like, Bella probably does feel the need to, like, over-explain herself due to her past, which is her fault. Like, she's been caught in lies before, so. But yeah, so far, as far as the accusations go, we have stuff to do with Noor and her being 17. Jacket stuff with Amara, being high on ketamine, and threatening to kill themselves. I will also note that Noor commented on this video. Noor, the person from this screenshot, commented on this video saying, I was 17 years old and 17 is a minor. The age of consent in California is 18, by the way. Thank you. So, like, Noor is here. The victim herself is publicly commenting, being like, yes, I was 17 in this video. Like, that was fucked up, right? So, like, As far as the victim is concerned, which is whose voice I care about, she is not denying it. So Bella then posts this on February 16th.
Drop the receipts, Jayus. I'm working on it. I'm making it into a YouTube video. There's a lot. There's more than I expected. I thought I was going to say my piece and that'd be it. I didn't expect girls to reach out with their own stories. And then I was like, do I go to the cops with this? This feels wrong. Like, what are we doing? But I'm not the victim, so it's not for me. But I got the platform. I'll share it. I can't share everything with TikTok just because this app is weird, so we're gonna move it. But I can give you something because there still seems to be people that don't believe me. This is a 2020. Mattie is 20 years old here. This person that they're talking to is...
Okay, let's slow down. Let's read these. Apparently this with a 17-year-old and Mattie. These texts say, yeah, I'd be down to hop on a Zoom or FaceTime if you want. And Mattie said, okay, cool. I'll text you in like 20 minutes. Minor says, wait, but you know I'm 17, right? I don't even know how old you are. And Mattie, avoiding the question completely, not even saying their age, says, yeah, don't worry, it's all good. I'm not that much older. Minor says, okay, if you say so. I'm sad we can't meet in person because of this stupid pandemic. Okay. This kinda doesn't really mean anything, I'll be honest. Like, this is what I meant when I said earlier that Bella kind of throws in a lot of small claims, which, like, isn't inherently wrong, but just, like, keep in mind, like, the internet is very wary of trusting her, so when she shows random screenshots, like, this could be f***ing anybody. Like, how do we know this is Mattie? How do we know any of this stuff? And the internet's kind of already a little bit like, I don't know if I should believe everything that you say, Bella, like... And also, they're just talking about a FaceTime, which could be very weird. It could be very weird and very bad, or it could be whatever. But it's also like, okay, sure, maybe Mattie was on FaceTime with a 17-year-old. That could be weird. Not sure what that's about, but can we talk about this? Like, this is what I care about. But we'll add FaceTime with 17-year-old to our list. Because, yes, assuming that Bella goes on to prove that these texts are with Mattie, this is a weird sequence of texts. Definitely shady. Okay, so Bella posted that video on February 16th saying that they were working on a YouTube video about it and then, like, showing those texts, whatever. At this point, Mattie posts their first response on February 17th. So remember my list of accusations that we're looking at here, okay? We've got the FaceTime call with the 17-year-old, being high on ketamine and threatening to kill themselves, the jacket stuff with Amara, and then Noor, who was 17, in that photo where it looks like they're, like, about to kiss. So that is the stuff that we're looking for Mattie to address in this response.
So I want to start this off by saying that I never wanted to give any attention to the blatant lies that are being told about me right now.
Was this AI? What do you mean blatant lies? And, like, you can fact check that Nora was 17 in these videos. That can't be a lie. So, but whatever.
But I really cannot stay quiet any longer about the serious accusations that are being made against me. Thank you so much to absolutely everybody who waited for my response before coming to any conclusions about these accusations. The only reason I did not speak out about this issue sooner is because Bella, onlyjayus, is someone who in the past has physically showed up to the place that I lived.
Okay, wait. This is getting so fucking messy. Remember the DV court case with Bella and Brittany. When Brittany talked to TMZ and like, also made those claims that Bella was showing up at her house unannounced and had access to a gun. So, like, now there's two claims from both Brittany and Mattie that Mattie's now throwing accusations with proof back, which low-key, like, doesn't matter because you're being accused of, like, potentially hooking up with minors. But, like, you know, and one of them would be that Bella was threatening to show up at Mattie's house after they broke up. So let's read these texts. They say, if you don't call me back, I'm gonna show up. Answer the f***ing phone, Mattie. The fact that you chose to be radio silent after everything I've told you. I could always just show up again. Sounds like my best shot at you understanding the gravity of the situation. Don't act like you don't know. You must think I'm joking. This will be fun. See you soon, Mattie. We're going to, I guess, start a list of Bella's accusations. A Bella accusation list that we're, I guess, now making. Okay.
Physically showed up to the place that I live. And
that doesn't take back anything that Bella said against Mattie. Like, that alone doesn't take it back. We're looking for more proof, potentially, about some of this stuff, like maybe about the text, because, you know, the texts of Mattie to FaceTime a 17-year-old or whatever, like, we don't really have much about that, proving that that's true or proving whatever. We're also looking for more information about the hoodie stuff. The Nor stuff is definitely like the biggest and most substantiated thing right now. But like the fact that Bella also sucked is like, that doesn't take back whatever. I guess Mattie is trying to frame it in this way of like, I was scared to talk about we talking to minors because Bella was going to show up at my house. Whatever. Like, sure.
And has previously threatened my physical safety.
Oh gosh, we got more texts. Okay, these say, ooh, if you see my cheating ex, can you slap the f*** out of them for me? I guess that's a message that Bella sent to someone else. And then this was a message that Bella sent to Mattie. You better hope you never see my face again, Mattie, because I swear you haven't seen crazy yet. Go eat a dick and die. It's not funny. It's not funny. It's not funny. Stop laughing, guys. That's literally not funny. She's literally threatening Maddie's life here. I low-key don't think that is that crazy to say after someone cheats on you. Go eat a dick and die. Like, obviously, that's not that serious. That's not like, oh, she's threatening my life. Like, whatever. If I see you at Coachella, run. We all know you're good at that. That one sounds more like an insinuation that, like, Bella is gonna fight Mattie. Like, that one I'll take more seriously. The go eat a dick and die. I'm sorry. I can't. Like, come on. Like, maybe it's just me. Have you guys ever told someone to eat a dick and die? I did, like, last week. I don't know. That doesn't mean that I actually want them to die. I don't know. But then, if you see me at Coachella, run. We know you're good at that. That one's alarming. Especially considering that there was a DV case against Bella. Or was it a DV case? It was for, like, verbal abuse, I guess. So, like, I don't know, but there was like insinuations of violence from her other ex as well, right? Okay, we'll add threatening violence to the Bella accusations. Let's keep watching.
And has previously threatened my physical safety. So yes, in 2021, I was in a toxic relationship with somebody that I did not know how to communicate with. So while I was at an extremely low point in my life, in November of 2022, I kissed somebody else. But it was not the person from this screenshot.
That's the Nor girl that we've been talking about.
Not the person from this screenshot. It was not Amara, and it was absolutely not anyone underage.
Okay. Elaborate, please.
I did eventually end up telling Bella what happened, when it happened, and who it was with.
Okay, I guess this screenshot... I don't know what this screenshot is supposed to be. Like, it's a screenshot from March 1st, 2023 of somebody commenting, people are saying blank or something, and then Bella responds and says detective shit for real. Huh? I'm gonna draw the conclusion based off my, like, context clues that the original person commented and said, people are saying Olivia Ponton or something. And then Bella responded and said detective shit. Because Mattie just said here that Mattie told Bella who Mattie cheated on Bella with, and then showed this screenshot as to proof as to why Mattie told Bella who Mattie cheated on Bella with. Am I making sense? Nope. Mattie told Bella who Mattie cheated on Bella with, and this screenshot is proof because this commenter said people are saying Olivia Ponton, SMH, and then Bella said detective shit, insinuating that Bella did in fact know who Mattie cheated on Bella with. I don't care. Like, who cares? Who cares? Who cares that you confirmed to Bella who you cheated on her with? Does that make you a good person because you told Bella who you cheated on her with? Like, I don't... Bella is claiming that you cheated on her with minors. Like, is this supposed to insinuate that you didn't cheat on her with minors? Because Bella's claiming that you also cheated on her with minors. Not that, like, the Olivia Ponton stuff didn't happen. She's claiming that you also cheated on her with minors. So, like, this screenshot doesn't mean anything to me. I don't know what that's supposed to mean.
I did eventually end up telling Bella what happened, when it happened, and who it was with. However, the lies that this person is currently spreading about me and my character are absolutely disgusting. They said that in this screenshot, I was 21 having a relationship with somebody who was 17. Me and the person in this screenshot have never had a physically intimate relationship before or after she turned 18. In fact, since nothing happened between us, I thought we were on good terms, considering she reached out to me in 2023 just to check in and see how I was doing.
Okay, I will give context because Maddie's framing it as if Noor's not 17 in this screenshot. She is. Noor is 17 in the screenshot. The reason why Maddie is saying I was never physically intimate with Noor before or after she was 17 is because technically, when we do see the full video, Maddie doesn't actually kiss Noor. Despite it looking like they're literally about to kiss in the screenshot that Bella showed, in the full TikTok that this screenshot is from, Maddie ends up just like lip syncing really close to her. That's what the screenshot is. It's not them actually kissing. Let me just show the video. Let me show the full TikTok. Oh my god. Okay. Oh my god! Oh my god. Oh my god, this is a 17-year-old, this is a 17-year-old, this is a 17-year-old. I don't care. I don't care if you didn't kiss her in this video. That looks pretty fucking physically intimate to me. Oh my god, y'all are like, oh, and then they kiss her forehead. Okay, like, so yeah, like, what Maddie's saying is like, technically, from what we know, Maddie didn't kiss or was physically intimate with her. Technically. Let's keep watching for now. That video is disgusting. That is enough. That, like, oh my god. Oh my god.
I thought we were on good terms, considering she reached out to me in 2023 just to check in and see how I was doing.
Okay, whatever. This is just a friendly conversation between Maddie and Noor. It literally means nothing. I couldn't care less if y'all were on good terms 3 years ago. That doesn't, like, what would that mean? That Noor doesn't believe that she was victimized because she was on good terms with you 3 years ago? Like, I don't care? Okay. And, like, this is about Noor commenting on Bella's post.
She reached out to me in 2023 just to check in and see how I was doing. I have reached out to her to let her know that it did sting that she would instigate complete lies about me on the internet, but she never responded.
Oh, hell no. Why is this in your response video? How is this proof that what went down between you and Noor didn't go down between you and Noor? Because you had the balls to message Noor about it and victim blame Noor about it and say, let's read the text. Maddie texted Noor saying, hey Noor, it's Maddie. I'm really confused about the comment you left on Bella's post. Which, remember, Noor left the comment saying, thank you, I was 17 and 17 is a minor, by the way. Like, you know, kind of substantiating what Bella said, whatever, like showing that Noor agrees with Bella. And so Maddie messages Noor, says, hey, it's Maddie. I'm really confused about the comment that you left on Bella's post because you and I never did anything besides make those videos together. Which, in hindsight, I understand how they're misleading.
Huh?
17-year-olds when you walk in the room. Like, misleading? Misleading? What do you mean? What do you mean? But we were just making those videos with everyone else we knew. I would love to call and talk about this because I know what the truth is. And I'm really hurt that you would try and push the narrative the other way. You know what the truth is. Even if those videos were like, okay, the videos, right? Heavily insinuating that they're in some type of relationship or that there's something going on between them. That is why Maddie is like,
those videos were misleading,
But regardless, making those videos in the first place is also the problem. Why were you being like that with a 17-year-old? Even if it was like fake for the camera, I guess. Like that, like, how would that, you know? Like,
I reached out to her to let her know that it did sting that she would instigate complete lies about me on the internet, but she never responded.
Lies.
Bella also claimed that in this screenshot, I was 21, providing alcohol to underage people. I was not 21 in this screenshot. I was 20. This is 2020.
Are you joking? Wait, are you joking? No, 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 tell me this is a prank. Take it back. Say psych right now. Say psych right now. Say psych right now. You really just responded to allegations that you were 21 providing alcohol to, feeding alcohol to, and taking advantage of minors, and you go, actually, I was 20 when I was doing that. Ew! What? This is your response? And don't worry, I will talk about why. Well, I already kind of did talk about why the internet doesn't like Bella, but some of Bella's claims aren't very good. I'll just say that. And some of Bella's claims were kind of provably false. That kind of muddied the waters. It kind of I'll talk about that. And that's kind of part of the reason why the internet is very divided, or why a lot of people are dying on the hill of I'm not taking a side. Both of them are bad. But as far as Mattie doing this stuff, as far as I'm concerned, this is horrible. And to be I wasn't 21. I was 20 when I was doing that.
Huh?
What?
I also have no idea why Bella is lying that I met Amara when she was 15 years old. This never happened. I also never cheated on Bella with Amara, especially not when she was 17. The proof that they have is from a screenshot of me in a red hoodie from December of 2022, and a screenshot of Amara in her own red hoodie from March of 2023.
Okay, damn, wait. Amara was only 18 in that photo. Seeing the date, 2023, that would have made Amara 18 in that photo. In that case, none of this matters. It doesn't matter if you gave your jacket to Amara. If Amara was 18 when she had the jacket, Mattie goes on to be they're different jackets, but still, if Amara was 18 in this photo, I don't care that you gave your jacket to an 18, it's still weird that freshly 18, or that the age gap between 23 and 18, that's definitely quite substantial, but Bella framed it as if Amara was a minor in this photo where she's wearing Maddie's jacket, but she's not, because Mattie shows the date. So I guess we'll take the jacket stuff off the list of accusations. Also, we know that Mattie didn't cheat with Amara. As far as we know, it was some Olivia girl. And as far as we know, Amara was 18, freshly 18, but 18 when they started dating, which, the implication there is that Mattie waited for them to turn 18, which is definitely weird in of itself, but anyways, yeah, there's still more to unpack about Noor being 17, which, as far as we know, we've uncovered that technically Mattie kissed their forehead, therefore nothing weird here is going on. And then we have the suicide ketamine situation. And then also the FaceTime text messages with the 17-year-old, which they're about to address. But we got rid of one allegation, so let's keep watching.
Which is over a month after Bella and I went complete no contact, and when Amara was already 18. This was also not my hoodie. We both owned the same Brandy Melville hoodie. And since I feel the need to clarify, Amara and I started dating on August 6th, 2023, and we hard launched on April 12th, 2024. Now to address the text screenshots. In 2020, I would get on Zooms and FaceTime to play Among Us. I am well aware that Bella has screenshots of text conversations that I had with people in 2020 that I met through these Zooms. But I've never had an intimate conversation with anybody that I met on these calls, especially anyone underage. And I have proof that somebody who screen recorded a conversation we had in 2020 told Bella that we stopped talking once I found out how old they were.
I don't know what the screenshot is. Okay, let me read this message. It says, like I said, I feel like my experience wasn't a huge deal, but Mattie stopped after she found out I was a child. But, I don't know. I thought it was worth sharing. Okay, so this is a DM that somebody sent Bella talking about their experience with Mattie. I'm gonna assume maybe this was the DM. Oh my gosh, okay. It's getting confusing here. Bella shows it another video of hers, which she posts later on. She shows a bunch of DMs from people being Mattie talked to me when I was a minor. Mattie talked to me when I was a minor, etc., etc. And as y'all remember, in Bella's latest video from February 16th, she said, I didn't expect people to DM me with their own experiences.
I didn't expect girls to reach out with their own stories.
So I guess this was one of those people that reached out to Bella and said, I don't know, Mattie stopped talking to me after they found out I was a child. I don't know if this was the person that Mattie had the weird FaceTime conversation with, the 17-year-old FaceTime conversation with, or if this was a different person that's saying Mattie stopped talking to me when they found out I was a child. But, sure, I get, one person, okay, great. One person claimed that you stopped talking to them when you found out that they were a child. Okay, also, as far as the FaceTime text, that's the only way that Mattie addresses it. They don't explain who this text was to. So, like, I guess the insinuation was that, like, that had to do with Among Us. But, like, we can't fully write off that accusation like we can the one with the Amara jacket, because, like, it's still up in the air. There's no substantial evidence that, like, you weren't weird with minors in messages, or that you didn't want to FaceTime a minor. Like, Bella says, yo, why were you FaceTiming minors? And Maddie's defense was, we were playing Among Us. Like, it's still weird. Those messages are still weird. It doesn't matter that you stopped talking to one person when you found out that they were a child. And that's not a crime in and of itself, to innocently talk with a minor, like, especially in the context of a group conversation, a group call where you guys are all playing Among Us, and I guess it's like ages 17 to 20. Like, that's not crazy in the first place, but like, the message is weird that they were like, how old are you? And you're like, don't worry about it, I'm not that much older than you. Like, that's weird, you know? But also, low-key, like, this accusation wasn't even a huge one on Bella's end. It felt more like something Bella just threw in there. Like, I genuinely don't know how to feel about it. And I don't even know, low-key, what the accusation is in the first place. Because, like, Bella says in her video, like, she just says this.
This is 2020. Mattie is 20 years old here. This person that they're talking to is 17. But hey, don't worry. It's all good. I'm not that much older. We can hop on a FaceTime later.
So, like, what is the accusation? That they FaceTimed a 17-year-old when they were 20? I mean, like, yeah, I that's weird considering the other stuff. That it's an isolated incident, I don't know. Like, I'm on the fence about that. The messages are weird, that the 17-year-old asked how old they were, and they were, like, avoidant about it. And, like, I guess it's also weird that Maddie doesn't directly address those text messages. And, well, I guess Maddie kind of addresses those text messages by being like, I used to talk to people when we would all play Among Us, but, like, didn't really directly address those messages. I don't know. I'm on the fence about how I feel about that. Let me know what you guys think. Let's keep watching to see if they address the other stuff.
And I have proof that somebody who screen recorded a conversation we had in 2020 told Bella that we stopped talking once I found out how old they were. These lies are some of the most disgusting things you can say about someone. In my entire life, I've never been physically intimate or tried to be with absolutely anybody underage.
Okay, that wording did not help you at all with the FaceTime stuff, because, like, you can still be inappropriate with minors without being physically intimate with them via FaceTime. And also, I don't believe that to be true. I think this video is very physically intimate. Like, cuddling is physically intimate, no? Cuddling, being all up in someone's face like that, like lip syncing to them, like kissing their forehead. Is it not? Do we have different definitions? Like, maybe Maddie's just referring to sex when they say physically intimate. Maybe that's why they're saying they weren't physically intimate, but like, what does physically intimate mean? Physical intimacy refers to consensual, close physical contact, ranging from holding hands and hugging to sexual activity. Okay, so you were physically intimate with minors because you were literally physically intimate with Nor in that video. So, okay, let's keep watching.
My entire life, I have never been physically intimate or tried to be with absolutely anybody underage. The person trying to spread lies about me right now is not a trustworthy or credible person. This is somebody who has lied in the past and will continue to lie. And I know that from witnessing very personal experiences with them. To anyone who's been in a situation with an abusive ex-partner, you can understand how...
Okay, so right here, Maddie's firing back at Bella. We have a screenshot of Bella threatening to herself, saying, I hope you know that when I kill myself, it'll be because of you. To Maddie. Bella said that to Maddie. So, we'll add that to the Bella accusations. Not good. Not good, especially considering Bella's past. Also not good in general. That is not okay to say. You know, that's not okay to put on somebody in general. That is widely recognized as like super manipulative at the very least, and some would very much call that abusive. When somebody tries to leave you, or they try to, this is from February 26th, so this is when they broke up, and now you're bringing up suicide, now you're saying that you're going to do that if they leave you kind of type stuff, saying when I kill myself, it'll be because of you. That's not okay. That's really not good. So, let's finish this video.
To anyone who's been in a situation with an ex-partner. You can understand how hard it is to speak up when you feel like your physical safety is in danger. I strongly urge anyone in a similar situation to reach out and get help. You are not alone. And I cannot express enough how grateful I am to the people who have stuck by me and stuck by my truth during this time. I also can't speak any further on this specific situation because my legal team has gotten involved. Thank you.
It doesn't last long because they do go on to speak further about it later, but that's later. That video was posted on February 17th. So that was Mattie's response. People weren't too happy with that response. They were kind of just saying like, this response sucks, and kind of a lot of it is like, no, I didn't do that. Or like not really giving proof as to why they didn't do it, and then also some stuff was left unaddressed. Like as far as the Norse stuff goes, like you still did that stuff. You didn't address in your video that they were in fact 17. You just said in your video, no, I wasn't physically intimate with them. Okay, like what? Like, okay, you're saying that you didn't hook up with them, I guess, but that's still a very physically intimate video as far as I'm concerned. Like, okay, yeah. So here's where we are with the accusations towards Mattie. Amara, underage jacket, disproved. Amara was 18 in that screenshot where she may or may not have Mattie's jacket. Mattie was claiming that it's a completely different jacket. Doesn't matter. Amara was literally 18 in that screenshot, so I, like, whatever. 17-year-old Noor, still waiting to find out more. Still weird. Noor was 17 in that video, which Mattie doesn't disprove. Like, Mattie kind of tries to imply that she wasn't 17, or like Mattie's like, oh, I wasn't physically, like, I don't know. But she was. She was 17 in that video, and also, you were being physically intimate in that video. Like, I don't know. Like, you know what I mean? So that one is still, like, it's suspicious. We're waiting to find out more. Text with a 17-year-old about a FaceTime, not disproved. And I will say, because I initially said when Bella showed those texts, I was like, well, Bella, like, how do you prove that those texts were with Mattie? I feel like if those texts weren't with Mattie, Mattie would have explicitly said that in their video, right? So, like, that means that that sequence of texts is true, of this person being like, how old are you? And Mattie's like, don't worry about it. We're close enough in age. Get on FaceTime. Like, but apparently it was about Among Us. And also, one time Mattie did stop talking to someone that they found out was a child. I don't know. It is proof that those texts did occur. Otherwise, Mattie absolutely would have addressed it, right? So, like, Mattie was texting with a 17-year-old and saying, like, don't worry about my age type shit. Mattie being high on ketamine and threatening to kill themselves, completely unaddressed. Now we also have some accusations to add here thrown at Bella from this video. That she was showing up to Mattie's house unaddressed, which makes her look especially bad considering the stuff with her ex-girlfriend that the ex-girlfriend told TMZ. We have another accusation of Bella threatening Mattie's safety, being like, if I see you at Coachella, you better run. Stuff like that, right? Not good. And then we have Bella threatening to kill herself and saying it will be your fault to Mattie. Those are some accusations that we now have against Bella. But fret not, we have Bella's long-ass YouTube video where she addresses this. Remember, we're also waiting to hear more about the Noor situation and the ketamine situation. So let's take a look at Bella's YouTube video that she posted on February 18th. Fast as hell. Fast as hell! Especially because Bella addresses this apology video from Mattie in her YouTube video. That was real fast. Literally the day after, Bella posted, why am I lagging? If I start to lag, that's not my fault, okay? I'll fix it if I notice it, but I can't just be staring at me the whole time. Now my ring, okay. I love when my ring light does this. Oh, and now I'm zoomed in. Bruh. Okay, be normal, please. Let's get into this response. Obviously, we're not watching the full 40-minute video. I have some like highlights, important moments that we're gonna talk about. We're just gonna skip to when Bella talks about the text some more. I don't know if y'all remember when I said, like, when Bella initially showed those texts between Mattie and alleged 17-year-olds. Well, not alleged. The 17-year-old said, I'm 17. And Mattie said, oh, cool, I'm not that much older. Get on FaceTime with me. But my whole point was like, okay, but I need a bit of proof. Like, I need a bit of proof that this is Mattie, because as far as I'm concerned, like, this could be anyone. Like, you can stage text with anybody if you wanted to, right? Like, where did you get this information, etc., etc. Anyways, Bella addresses this. Let's show it.
But Jayus, how do you know that any of this is real? Like, anybody could just type some stuff into a phone and then change the name at the top. Like, how do you know? Because I asked them, like, hey, do you have the phone number? Like, what is it? And it matched Mattie's exact number. And I legally can't leak it. What can I do? Like, put the last 4 numbers there, maybe?
Yeah, okay, so this is, I guess, Bella's contact, right? It says my contact, shows the last 4 numbers and the first number, and then it shows...
And then outfit into the TikTok search bar. This is the one I got, literally the
what the f*** is going on?
But I do own a denim jacket.
How? Where is this coming from?
But I'm thinking if we just get a little craftsy, this could low-key cook. I feel like my plan is to just tuck it in and hope for the best.
Guys, I'm so sorry. What the f*** is going on? Guys, I don't know what the oh my god, like, every video I have some, like, obscure technical issue. I'm so sorry. What was that? Where did that play from? I just closed I don't even know where that was playing from. It sounded like some random TikTok. Anyways, like I was saying, what the hell was that? So I guess this is Bella's contact, this is my contact. Mattie's name is lying, gaslighting, cheater. And then it's a bunch of other contacts showing, I guess, the same 4 last digits. So, like, that's them proving that the texts that they showed are true. This is easily faked, but, like, I'll take her word for it, because if it was blatantly fake, I think Mattie would have said that it was blatantly fake. And, like, Mattie's silence on that specific thing also confirms it to me. And you can tell that Bella's, like, trying her best to give something substantial. We'll see further text also that she shows, but first, we have this.
This is their phone number. This is the exact phone number that I had in my phone. You can go ask any of their friends. It's the same number. These minors had Mattie's phone number. Minors had Mattie's phone number.
Again, I don't really care about that alone, like, as its own isolated incident. You can have an innocent conversation with a minor. Like just the fact that a minor had their number doesn't necessarily mean much on its own to be, like, to freak out about that detail. Like, you gave minors your number. It's like, you can't have an innocent conversation with a minor. Like, 2017, I could see minors being involved in the same friend group, I guess, especially when you get to, like grade 12, you're 18, right? And at that point in your last year of high school, I don't know if you guys call it grade 12 or what y'all call it. I'm Canadian, I don't know. But, like, year 12, is that what y'all say? I don't fucking know. But at that point, that's your last year of high school. Any of your other friends from high school are bound to be younger than you as well, right? I'm just saying that as an isolated incident. I'm, like, not really... It being Mattie... That's where we get a little, you know? Okay, let's see if she says more.
Quick timeline, me and Mattie started seeing each other in March of 2021, and we stopped talking February 2023.
Okay, y'all. February 2023 was Amara's 18th birthday. That's when Bella and Mattie broke up. And, like, okay, I'm not insinuating anything with that. I don't think Mattie, like, woke up and smelt that Amara was freshly 18 and, like, left Bella. This is actually a point in Mattie's favor. I'm saying since Mattie dated Amara after they broke up, that would mean that, yes, Amara was 18 when they started dating, which Bella has been claiming that they weren't. And Mattie also addressed that in their video. And Amara also confirmed that she was 18. I think a lot of people just hammer down on the Amara stuff because the Amara breakup is quite fresh, so I think people are just, like, trigger happy to talk about that. And, like, I'm just being fair here. When I make these points in Mattie's defense, or when I make a point in Bella's defense, I'm literally just looking at the facts. Don't push weird narratives onto me about that, okay? Thank you. Let's keep watching. We have this part.
Our dating relationship was weird. I wanted to be polyamorous. They wanted to be monogamous with me, and I eventually agreed to that. But They cheated on me anyway, which is crazy. Not messy, okay?
Yeah, I would tweak it over that, not gonna lie. Like, it's not even about seeing other people. Bella was fine with them being poly. Bella was fine. Oh, I tweak out over the cheating stuff so much, I'm not gonna lie, but like, it's something I have personal experience with. It's something I've seen a lot of other YouTubers gloss over. The whole situation with that is low-key f***ed. Like, yeah, it's no like minor accusations, but like, it's like, damn. Bella was fine with them being poly, but Mattie specifically seeked out a monogamous relationship, convinced Bella to have a monogamous relationship with them, and then cheated on them so that it could be a secret. And like, I truly believe that like cheating is a fetish, and it's not about seeing other people or being in an open relationship, because you know, you get like, think of this, you give a man permission to be in an open relationship with you, and he doesn't want that. He wants you to himself. He doesn't want anything to do with an open relationship. But then I'll go and cheat on you because he seeks out the thrill of it, the thrill of doing something wrong. I genuinely think that cheating is a fetish. I think it's like the thrill of doing something wrong. I truly do, and it's gross. Not our biggest concern here, though, so let's skip ahead. Bella addresses that Amara said she was 18. Prior to this video, Bella just kept saying that Amara was 17, but here's Bella addressing that Amara herself said that she was 18 when Mattie and her got together.
Amara has said that she was 18, and you know what? I believe women. If Amara says that she was 18, then Amara was 18.
Wait a damn minute.
Okay. I mean, good on you for not doubling down, but you probably shouldn't have made such a serious claim in the first place without anything substantial behind it, because, like, it just makes the public wary about other claims. Like, when you throw in little stuff and you get trigger happy and you say stuff and you don't have substantial shit to back it up, like, it makes people wary about other claims. And like the claims with the Norse stuff is that's enough. Like with the Norse stuff, that is insane. You know what I mean? So you don't want to muddy the waters of the validity of that. Bella talks about her claim that Mattie and Amara met when she was 15, which yeah, like Bella said in a comment at some point that they met Amara when Amara was 15, like when they first met Amara.
I did originally say that we met Amara when she was 15, and you're gonna have to forgive me for that because the math is wrong. She was 16 because events didn't start happening until 2021. I remember meeting her at this, like, it was like a Spotify podcaster event. Sorry I didn't take a bunch of pictures to prove this for you guys years later. You just got to trust that I remember meeting her. I remember Mattie introducing me to her, and we're walking away, we're like, oh my god, she's so pretty. And in my head, I'm like, she's so young. My guess is Mattie did wait until this teenage girl turned 18 to start dating them. A 23-year-old waited for a 17-year-old to turn 18 because they're not stupid, they're just creepy, okay?
That's a big claim. I don't know. Like when you think about the handful of sketchy factors with Mattie, so far the main one I'm thinking of is the Norse stuff. It makes sense why Bella would think this. It's a big claim to insinuate that they waited since the moment that they saw Amara when Amara was 15. I don't know. It makes sense why Bella would think this though. Okay, and then Bella confirms the Olivia Ponton stuff here. That, like, yes, in fact, it was Olivia Ponton that Mattie cheated on Bella with initially. The first person, the adult.
December is when Mattie admitted to cheating on me with that, like, adult named Olivia Ponton.
Yeah, so that's the girl that Bella was publicly commenting home wrecker in her comments. Again, kind of valid for that, low-key.
With that one, they blamed alcohol, they blamed depression, they blamed my parents' divorce, and they blamed the stress of meeting Joe Biden. I wish I was making that up.
Okay, this part's kind of irrelevant here. They're just talking about the cheating more, but like I had to include it because the stress of meeting Joe Biden as an excuse to cheat on your partner is the funniest thing I think I've ever heard. The stress, I'm blaming every minor convenience in my life on the stress of meeting Joe Biden. Oh, I didn't do my laundry. It was the stress of meeting Joe Biden. Like, That's insane. Oh my god. Okay. I hope that's true, low-key. Like, in light of all this stuff, that is, like, wow. The stress of meeting Joe Biden. Anyways.
But before Amara and before Olivia, there was Noor. And I've already talked about Noor. She's the girl in the screenshot. She was 17 and Mattie they're now claiming to be 20. Oh my god, you're still a grown adult, okay? With a 17-year-old.
Oh yeah, that's when Mattie was like, I wasn't 21. When I provided the alcohol for the minor, I wasn't 21. I was 20.
Bella also claimed that in this screenshot, I was 21, providing alcohol to underage people. I was not 21 in this screenshot. I was 20.
You're 20? Actually wild. Did the stress of meeting Joe Biden make you say that? Like with your brain and make you say, I don't understand.
Noor was living in the same building complex as Mattie, Nick, and Scott. Mattie and Nick were very...
That is Nicholas Ray. That person that we see right there, that's Nicholas Ray. Bella's going to continue to refer to Nicholas Ray as Nick, probably because that would be their nickname, no pun intended. That is, yeah.
Noor was living in the same building complex as Mattie, Nick, and Scott. Mattie and Nick were very much a part of this. Scott, not so much. He was kind of always on his own.
As you can see, Nicholas Ray is with Mattie a lot. That is who she is. That's who she's talking about. She was saying earlier that they were roommates. Right now it seems like she's just insinuating that they lived in the same apartment complex, so that's like a little less incriminating than Mattie being his roommate, because, you know, like I said, like if Nicholas Ray was having these underage people over, getting them drunk and then like raping them, and Mattie was his roommate, that would incriminate Mattie more, because it's like, how do you not know that as a roommate, I guess? Like, do you know what I mean? We talked about that earlier, but it seems like they weren't roommates. It seems like they just lived in the same complex. So that's like a little less incriminating than them being roommates, but still bad. But still not, like, do you know what I mean? I hate that Bella says all these little details that aren't necessarily true, because, like, it just takes away. Like, I hate that I even have to say a little less incriminating, because it's all super incriminating. But, like, I have to say that some things are a little less incriminating than Bella originally made them seem, even though they are incriminating in the first place. It makes them seem as if they're smaller than they are when they're not, because Bella made them look bigger than they are. You know what I mean? Okay, so Bella says this.
These two adults, Nick and Mattie, would provide alcohol to these TikTok teenagers in the building.
So again, that's Bella tying Mattie into like the disgusting things that Nick were doing, which makes sense, low-key, to tie them into it. I mean, like, they were roommates, maybe, we don't really know, at least close friends, and Mattie was at Nick's little parties where they would give alcohol to minors. So I will make the distinction that Mattie was also under the legal drinking age. Mattie was 20 and Noor was 17, making them both under 21, the legal drinking age in the States. So, like, it's not like Mattie was, like, going and buying the alcohol and providing it, but nonetheless, Mattie was still providing it to minors. Like, there's still a minor in the sense of the law, even though Mattie was under the legal drinking age. JS goes on to explain that her and Nick never got along because she called him out, even back then, for having minors over, and shows screenshots of her, like, fighting with Nick about this, whatever. I believe her. Okay. Bella continues on about Mattie and Noor.
And it was really only this month that I learned the true extent of Noor and Mattie's relationship. They would drink, they would make videos, they would go to each other's apartments. Mattie was texting her while in bed with me, telling her that
oh my god! These videos!
Mattie was texting her while in bed with me, telling her...
That is a 17-year-old. A literal high schooler. And that's someone in college. Well, I don't know if they went to college. I never seen these videos before. Are they not literally kissing? Are they not literally kissing in this video? Is that not a screenshot of them literally kissing? That's for sure physically intimate to me. Mattie saying that they were never physically intimate. You guys are literally kissing. And like, nor like kissed them on the neck in the one video. I'd never seen those. I hadn't seen these videos up until this point. Oh my God. Oh, no. Yeah, no. Yeah, no. And like, regardless of what you think about age gaps, like I know a lot of people have been like, oh, 3 years isn't even that bad. Okay, are you the 17-year-old saying that, or are you the 20-year-old saying that? Because if you're the 17-year-old saying 3 years isn't that bad, I understand why you'd say that. You're 17. You're young. You're immature. When you're that age, it's easy to be like, oh, this person's older than me. How exciting. How whatever. When you're the 20-year-old, you don't f***ing do that. Like, and that's the thing. When I went to college, right, even though some of us were only like a year older than some of the people in high school, it was so heavily frowned upon for anybody to talk about like dating a high schooler. Dating someone that was still in high school. Because those are just huge maturity gaps. The difference between someone in high school and the difference between someone in college. Like, genuinely, the difference between someone that is 17 and someone that is 18 potentially in college versus potentially in high school. That is, like, such a huge maturity difference. Like, when you're in college, like, it's just generally not accepted to be dating someone in high school, even if you're not even that many years older than them, because of the fact that they're bound to be so much less mature as they're in high school. And most of the time, people in college don't even want to date someone in high school, because it's like, whoa, I'm literally like in early adulthood and this person's in high school. Like, it's such a difference. Oh my God. And don't even talk to me about like, well, my mom is 60 and my dad's 50. Okay, yeah, both parties over the age of 25, meaning their brains are fully developed. But when you're in those younger, more formative years, your brain develops rapidly. So 1 year age difference to the other is huge. 3 years is the difference between a 14-year-old and a 17-year-old. 3 years is the difference between a 13-year-old and a 16-year-old. 3 years is the difference between an 18-year-old and a 15-year-old. When I say those ages, you're like, whoa, those are entirely different people. Because as your brain is rapidly developing, just a year, even just 1 year, is like a pivotal difference. So 3 years, when someone here is a minor and someone is well over an adult, not cool, not okay. And this video, oh my God. And the fact that Mattie downplayed it so much and was like, we were never physically intimate, we were never, look at what you're doing. Are you joking?
The lies that this person is currently spreading about me and my character are absolutely disgusting. They said that in this screenshot, I was 21 having a relationship with somebody who was 17. Me and the person in this screenshot have never had a physically intimate relationship before or after she turned 18.
Me and the person in this screenshot
have never had a physically intimate relationship before or after she turned 18.
Oh my God, I wish that people like originally showed like these videos. Mattie knows that it was wrong because Mattie was downplaying it so much. So much. So. Okay.
But when Noor went public about what Nick did, Mattie was very upset with Noor. They were very upset for their best friend. They were confused. Why is she just speaking up now? Why is she causing drama on the internet?
Remember this. Remember that Bella, right now, is claiming that Mattie was upset with Noor for speaking up about being raped by Nicholas Ray. Nick. Okay? Remember that. We're gonna watch Noor's video later. She does confirm that Mattie did not have her back, which is like, I don't know. All the Noor stuff in general is literally all I need personally to be against Mattie. Like, and again, I don't pick sides. Like, I'm not team, I'm team, like, believing the victims and shit like that, but I'm not, like, team JS, team fucking Mattie. But I will say with confidence that I'm like so heavily against Mattie. Like that, like the Noor stuff alone has convinced me enough. The other details about like the red hoodie that Amara was wearing, which apparently was Amara's hoodie, and Mattie has the same one, and it wouldn't even matter if Mattie was lending it to Amara in the first place because Amara was 18, and that screenshot and that photo and blah blah blah, and the Among Us text messages with the minor. Like, I don't really care. Like, in the grand scheme of things, I am here for the Noor stuff and also for the ketamine suicide. I would love to hear more about that.
And the internet didn't believe her because Nick went and posted a video with his own explanation. But it was at the point where it was like, Nick, like, you gotta leave LA. Like, you're canceled. You gotta get out. And so Mattie drove him to the airport because that was his friend, their friend.
Yeah, there was like speculation at the time about like if what Noor was saying was true when Noor came forward about being raped. Because people will always accuse and blame victims while simultaneously crying about how men are victims of false accusations, and then they'll blame the victims of rape. And I don't know, don't care. Nick's a rapist. And it's like, it's so well known too. Like, even at the time, there wasn't that many people on Nick's side, just like the usual rape defenders, which I guess includes Mattie. And it does seem like Bella was very, very against this at the time. Like, Bella was very against Nick. Like, here's a screenshot of, like, Bella recalling a conversation between her and Nick. I'll also put the text that she sent Nick on screen if you want to read those. Of Bella, this is essentially Bella, like, shaming Nick for what Nick was doing. And that was even before Noor came out with that stuff. This screenshot says, I went back and found some old texts Nick sent me about how your actions make people feel uncomfortable around you. And that's just something you have to live with. The irony is killing me. So, like, it seems like Bella throughout all of this was pretty against Nick, even though, like, Nick was one of Maddie's, Bella's partner at the time, like, best friends, and Bella was, like, very against Nick. And, like, I'm glad that Bella was outspoken at the time. I'll give her credits for that. And, like, calling him out long before there was public pressure to not associate with him. Because a lot of people, they only care to stop being friends with really bad people, rapey dudes, when there's some form of public pressure, is what I've observed. And so, anyways, for this next clip I'm about to show, basically Bella and Noor have been talking behind the scenes ever since Bella posted their video about it. You know, Noor commented on the video being like, yes, I was 17, thank you for talking about this, whatever. And then Mattie reached out to Noor saying like, bro, why would you comment on Bella's video? Like, why would you try to push the narrative this way? Da da da. Meanwhile, Mattie literally defended Noor's rapist. Like, I don't know why Mattie thought... I don't know why Mattie would reach out to Noor and be like,
oh, why would you do that to me? That's so fucked up. I thought we were on good terms.
Crazy. Anyways, Noor reaches out to Bella, sends a screenshot of what Mattie said to her, and was like, what the fuck? Why would Mattie even say this to me? Da da da. Bella and Noor get talking. And then here is Bella showing a conversation that she had with Noor.
Then in the text with Noor, I went and sent her all the screenshots that I have, which we will get to, I promise, okay? Then Noor decided to send some screenshots from me, back old ones that Mattie sent.
So yeah, Bella's showing a conversation I had with Noor. Seems like Noor and Bella were talking behind the scenes, basically talking about how Maddie's a weirdo and talking about Nick. Noor sent the message of Mattie reaching out to Noor that we saw earlier, of Mattie being like, what the f***, why would you comment on Bella's video? And here's Bella reacting to that message.
When Noor decided to comment on my videos being like, yes, like I'm the girl in the screenshot, thank you for this, Mattie went and texted them, said, hey Noor, it's Mattie, I'm really confused about the comment you left on Bella's post because you and I never did anything besides make those videos together, which in hindsight I understand how they're really misleading, but also making those videos with everybody else we knew. I would love to call you and talk about this because I do know what the truth is and I'm really hurt you would try to push the narrative the other way. Hey Mattie, there's a reason Noor didn't respond to you, is because you were an adult grooming a minor. You're weird.
Yeah, and then here is Noor talking behind the scenes with Bella about what took place after she was raped and how Mattie wasn't there for her.
Noor said, mind you, I have an hour-long phone call with Mattie after everything happened, and I was like, I really need your help with this because this is a detrimental, traumatic situation I'm being put through, and they didn't want to help at all. Like, I tried to get them to talk to my detective on my case and shit, and they wouldn't. So I don't know why they would love to call and figure this out. Like, no, this has been tormenting me for 5 years. I'm so confused. Like, do what you want with that text. I'm so ready to get involved.
Like, Noor's saying here that she reached out to Mattie for fucking help after being pinned down and while intoxicated at 17 fucking years old, and Mattie just fucking left them. Like metaphorically, like I'm envisioning Nora like in a deep like hole, and Mattie just like cuts the rope that they could have used to help her out. I don't know why I'm being profound, but like just like I'm picturing like an ultimate. It's not even betrayal. Like it's like, man, what the hell? This 17-year-old reaches out to you for fucking help after your buddy. Oh, bro code though, right? After your buddy got her drunk, pinned her down, and f***ed her. And you just refuse to do shit about it. That? Yeah, no, like, let's keep watching. I don't know, maybe Mattie goes and disproves all of this. Maybe Mattie has, like, the best response video you've ever seen. Let's keep watching this, though.
And then she said, like, I'm sorry, what was the, I can't wait to take you on a second date when you turn 18. A second date? Wait a minute. I remember Mattie saying, I can't wait to take her on a date when she turns 18. A second date?
Okay. I need context. Who said that? Who said that to who? Who, what, where, when? That's such a horrible message. I can't wait to take you on a second date when you turn 18. That is a horrible message. What happened? Tell me. That, like, if y'all are confused, I'm confused too. Bella's reading a text with Noor where Noor said, I'm so sorry was the I can't wait to take you on a second date the second you turn 18. Not predatory enough. That's the message that Bella shows on screen that Noor said to Bella. But, like, Bella doesn't explain. Like, I'm assuming this is a message that Mattie sent Noor? I need to know confirmation.
Anyway. Yeah, then they mentioned the PR relationship thing, which is just, like, crazy.
Why are you moving on now? Why do we move on from that? Hey, that's the most incriminating thing ever, other than the videos of Mattie literally kissing Noor when she was 17. But that's so incriminating. If Mattie said to Noor, I can't wait to take you on a second date when you turn 18. That is insane. That is ballistic. That is... I need more context on that. Please? Please. Bella, if you are watching, and I know you watch these videos, no shade, I'm gonna need confirmation on that. Why do you not elaborate on that more? That would have been like one of the most incriminating things other than like the literal videos. Why was that the least comprehensive part of your entire video and of all of this? Like you need to elaborate, please.
I said, quick question. Did you have these texts? She's going skydiving. So
Okay. Bella asked Noor, do you have these texts? So I think Bella's asking, do you have these texts when it comes to the I can't wait to take you on a second date when you turn 18? So I'm scraping together context. If we get those texts, if we get those screenshots from Noor of Mattie saying that would literally yeah. I don't know how Mattie would talk their way out of that. I don't know how Mattie would talk their way out of the video of them kissing a 17-year-old. Oh my god, like, I can't believe, oh my god. But Bella could have led with that. You could have posted a 10-second video as your YouTube video, and it could have been that clip. How are people defending Mattie? Like, I guess they're just defending Mattie because, like, 17 and 23 isn't that crazy of an age gap. Yeah, it is. Or, not 23, sorry. 20. Still. And Noor's talking about being super intoxicated in these videos. And then also that Maddie's, like, the biggest rape apologist ever. As far as we know right now, maybe Maddie's response is incredible. It disproves everything. Maybe Mattie was enlightened from meeting Joe Biden.
Mind you, I was always drunk at their apartment, and then she sent me some of these old videos where she is drunk at the apartment. And Mattie claims that they weren't physical. Oh, but these look really they just look so physical. They just look so physical with me. This isn't something that I would do as a 20-year-old to a 17-year-old.
Yeah, I mean, we talked about that. Why am I glitching? Is there a reason? Okay, I fixed it for now. Why am I blurry? Stop this. The f*** wrong with you? Okay, we're back. Okay. Yeah, I mean, we talked about that. It's definitely physical. Like, maybe Mattie means, like, sex when they say that it wasn't physically intimate. You're just, that's not what physically intimate, what you mean to say is that you guys didn't have sex. But you were, in fact, physically intimate with a 17-year-old. So. Okay, anyways, Jayus is, like, getting hyped up in this next clip. Bella.
Mattie, you're so dumb. You're so dumb for making that reply video, dude. Go ahead and get your lawyers. I would love for a judge to see this shit. Please. I already got one ex down bad in court. I'm down to get another one.
Oh, that's not. Yeah. Bella does this stuff often where she, like, frames the stuff between her and Brittany, the girl that talked to TMZ, and frame it as if, like, she won the court case. No. The court case was dismissed because Brittany didn't show up. That doesn't mean that in the eyes of the law you, like, won. It means Brittany didn't show up. I don't know. Don't like that. I already had one ex down bad in court. No, she just didn't show up, but, like, you still very much have abuse allegations against you. And we saw texts of you threatening to kill yourself and show up at Maddie's house and harm Mattie, so I don't know. She addresses that later, don't worry. Okay, she goes on.
Okay, so after that video, more girls reached out. There was this one girl who was 17 in 2020. Is a screenshot that I already posted, but let me pull it back up. So this is in 2020. Mattie is 20. This girl is 17.
This is the Among Us one, I believe. The FaceTime one. The girl that asked Mattie, how old are you? And Maddie's like, anyways, not that much older. FaceTime me. That girl.
Literally says here, like, hey, I'm down to hop on a Zoom call or FaceTime if you want. Oh, cool, I'll text you in like 20 minutes. Yeah, you know, I'm just 17, right? Like, I don't know how old you are. Yeah, don't worry how I'm good. I'm not that much older. That's crazy. It's so sad we can't meet in person because of this stupid pandemic. So this is the middle of the pandemic. You're texting minors. They're asking you, hey, I don't know how old you are, but I'm 17. How old are you? And you don't reply with your goddamn age. You just say, don't worry. Don't worry. I'm not that much older. Brother, ew, what the fuck?
True. We saw that. Agreed. And, like, also, like, they knew what they were doing was weird. Like, the fact that they didn't respond with their age, they knew that what they were doing was weird. Okay. Anyways, this next part is where people start to get skeptical about Bella. I wish she never showed any of this.
I have some other people that have reached out. I was gonna, like, wait until they all sent their proof, but I really just want to get this out and going. So some people have sent some other similar stuff. Not identical, but similar. Again, these are just people saying what they had to say. But this person said, it was like 4 years ago, my cousin and I were hanging out, and she was showing me that Mattie was flirting with her, and we were like 13 at the time. This person says, thanks for speaking up about Mattie. They messaged me too a few years ago when I almost turned 17. I also had another person reach out being like, hey, is it weird that, like, Mattie liked a thirst trap of mine when I was 16? And, like, that's if that's proof. And it's not proof, you know, because, like, liking something on the internet is not the same as, like, actually privately messaging minors. Those are very different things. But good thing we got more. We have this person that said, Mattie and I went on 2 dates down in Huntington Beach, California when I was 17. I thought it was so cool dating somebody older, but now I look back and I'm disgusted. I do remember Mattie hanging out a lot at the beach around that time. Like, a lot. We had some friends that had, like, a bus.
So these are all just random DMs that Bella decided to show as proof. I mean, like, she kind of backs up the Huntington Beach one, which, like, if you remember from my intro briefly, I mentioned Maddie's later defense saying that she's never been to Huntington Beach. Whatever. We'll see that later because Mattie does post another video responding to this video of Bella responding to their video. Yeah. But, like, guys, we gotta take those messages with a grain of salt. I'm sorry. Like, I wish Bella didn't include them because it muddies the water for, like, the actual substantial proof that she does have because, like, literally fucking anybody can DM you, Bella. Or, like, comment or claim anything. Like, I could go on my alt account right now and say, I'm 6 years old, I just learned how to type. That's how I'm typing this message right now. And back in the day, Mattie hit on me too. Would you include that in your video? Like, you're making big accusations, and the internet is already kind of skeptical to believe you because of past lies that you've told, and also present day shit of you just like willy-nilly saying, yes, Amara was 17 when she herself was like, no, I wasn't, and then like the red hoodie screenshot, and how you framed it as if Amara was 17 when she wasn't, because we have proof of the day that that video was posted and the dates don't line up to make her 17. Like, that shit just muddies the waters. You gotta do better in this regard. Like, I want to be on your side, because like, if you are exposing an alleged predator, of course I want you to expose them. This is genuine constructive criticism. You can't just be posting random DMs from anybody and everybody. Like, in one of these DMs, Bella didn't even get a response. This person said, thank you for speaking up about Mattie. They messaged me too a few years ago when I was almost 17. Bella said, actually, no response. Like, you can't be including stuff like that. Like, especially when the internet is already skeptical about you. Like, they're already hesitant to believe stuff that you say because you've told lies in the past, or you've been shady in the past, or you've exaggerated stuff in the past. Like, you can't be adding that. You have more than enough proof. You don't need to throw this stuff in there. It does not make you look good. It doesn't, like, I'm just saying this gives people that are looking to defend Mattie, or it gives people that are skeptical about you, more reason to not believe this stuff, to not believe the actual hard evidence shit. Okay, now we have this moment, though, that Mattie does later confirm is real, okay?
This is the one that makes my stomach turn, okay? So after a Zoom call with some fangirls that Mattie did address, we'll get to that, but they were in a big Zoom call, and Mattie reaches out to this one girl privately. I can't see what they were talking about before, but it goes, that's so motherfucking cute. Oh my God, stop smiling. I'm nice to you, but I'm not that nice to you. Stop blushing and get your head in the game, loser. Ayo, laugh my ass off. Your expressions are priceless. Get the fuck out. I'm so funny. You're hilarious. Tee-hee. Michael Jackson. Wait, dude, how old are you? This is the first green flag that we get from Mattie Westbrouck so far. Yes. 18. Dude, are you not? No. 16? Y'all, this girl is almost 15. I don't know if you can do math, but that means 14 years old. Said, shut the fuck up. Haha, you're a child. You are a child. Oh my God, holy Christ, no way. Okay, I just turned my camera for dramatic effect. So they're texting while they're on this like group call right now. Said, I take 18 as a compliment. I look younger. How the fuck did you think 18? Like, where did you get that from? Said, well, you're in a Zoom call with the average age of probably 20, so I got it from that. Well, yeah, a child? I'm adopting you? Merry Christmas. Oh my God, thank you. Of course, did you do your homework? Am I parenting right?
First of all, stop texting? What? why are you joking around? Like, this is where you message whoever's in charge of the Zoom call and you say, yo, by the way, this person is 14. Can we nicely explain to them that we need to kick them because they're like super, super young? And they're in a Zoom call where like they're all joking and hanging around, and like you have to adapt your language and be careful and not carefree when someone that age is like around y'all. Like, yes, you can theoretically be innocently on call with someone who's 14 in a group setting playing Among Us, but like you have to be careful and like be careful of your language, be careful of whatever. But like, you continuing to text in the first place privately with this 14-year-old is the first sign of negligence. And I guess the second sign of negligence here is this next clip. Here's the kicker.
Merry Christmas. Oh my God, thank you. Of course, did you do your homework? Am I parenting right? Yes, but I don't know. I'm probably gonna fuck you up. You're gonna have daddy issues. Uh-oh. Damn, okay.
Saying I'm gonna give you daddy issues to a child. Yeah.
Never in my right mind would I be a 20-year-old telling a 14-year-old girl that I'm gonna fuck them up and give them daddy issues. What are you thinking, dude? Like, what are you thinking? Texting a minor that?
Yeah, like, am I crazy for thinking that this has some sexual undertones? I mean, like, the way that the term daddy is taken on the internet and in these contexts. Like, I guess you could argue, since Mattie said, like, I could be your parent, I'm old enough to be your parent, maybe their joke was, like, a play on that. I don't know. I don't really care to give Mattie the benefit of the doubt considering the other stuff. That's weird. That's not even weird. That like think about that without the potential justifications. Think about that in and of itself. Think about if I were to come on to YouTube today and I were to say, hey, we're gonna talk about a 20-something-year-old who said to a 14-year-old, I'm gonna give you daddy issues. What's your first thought? Your first thought is, oh, that's weird and sexual and predatory. Right? Like, just to think about that objectively, like, just, like, clear your mind of, like, the lens of, like, trying to defend Mattie right now, because I know that we are trying to see this unbiased. We're trying to play devil's advocate, I guess, on both sides. We're trying to wait until we hear Mattie's response as well. Like, I know that some of the stuff that JS has said isn't necessarily credible. I know that JS has been proved to not be a credible source in the past, but still, I will tell you that Mattie later confirms this. Like, this 100% happened. There's no additional context. There's no, all you can do to believe this isn't weird is give Mattie the benefit of the doubt, which, like, I don't really want to go out of my way to do, I'm gonna be honest.
You might think, oh, they must have stopped shortly after that, right? Right? No. My mom's an 8th grade teacher. They still eat their boogers. Oh my god, no way. To be fair, I was in the 8th grade last year, so I can't say anything.
That's the 14-year-old texting Mattie being like, I was in the 8th grade last year. Just really reminding Mattie, like, hey, here's who you're talking to. Like, whether or not the 14-year-old meant to do this, like, it's just wild.
But at least I'm not in middle school. Good, worst 3 years of my life. Yeah, middle school sucks ass.
Mattie said that. Yeah, middle school sucks ass. Ew. Like imagine being 20-something and being like, yeah, middle school does suck. That's so relatable. Like, you know what that reminds? Like, you're giving that, like, 40-year-old that pulls up to high school parties trying to, like, fit in. You are giving a 40-year-old man with a really shitty toupee pulling up to a high school party, being like, yeah, high school's hard times, da-da-da-da-da. I don't know why he's so, like, Canadian in my impersonation, but, you know. Like, those are real people that they'll pull up to high school parties and, like, try to fit in. Because they're creepy. Like, sorry. That's what that's giving. Not really sorry, though.
Yeah, middle school sucks ass. Why are you talking to a minor like this, dude? Don't worry, I'll come back from the store with milk. They're gonna attack you for simping now.
Hold up. They're gonna attack you for simping now. Yeah, and that's Mattie that said that to the kid. Was the kid simping for Mattie? Like, implying that the kid, like, has a crush on Mattie? And Maddie's just continuing to message? What? Is that not what that means? Is that not what that means? They're gonna attack you for simping now. That's what that means. Okay, yeah, Bella doesn't read all of the messages, probably just because they're, like, random or whatever. Let's just keep watching now.
You're texting a literal freshman in high school right now, dude. You're continuing to text a freshman in high school. I just don't understand. I don't understand. This isn't something that I would ever do. I'm not flirting with minors and then trying to turn into their parent for some reason and then telling them I'm gonna give them daddy issues. Like, that's a kink thing. What are we talking about right now?
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
Individually, people love to downplay things. Like, if I just told you one of these stories, that's not that bad. If I just told you two, it's not that bad. But when you put all of these together, it really does start to look a lot less random.
I think that's why Bella included so much evidence that wasn't good evidence or made claims that weren't substantial claims, and that ended up being her main downfall, because when you don't only show hard proof, people already generally don't like you. You know that. They're gonna use that to have more of a reason to not believe your substantial claims and your hard evidence. Even people that are neutral about you, that will give them some skepticism. People don't need several claims to back up what you're saying. This is quality versus quantity. When you throw random stuff in there, it's not good. The hard proof that you do have is enough. And the people that won't believe you, based on that hard proof that you do have, we're bound to not believe you regardless of if you have one claim or 1 million claims. So the fact that this is your mentality, the fact that you believe, oh, I needed to include all this stuff because people weren't going to believe me, etc., etc. You're working against yourself because this literally ends up being her downfall. People are like, oh yeah, but look at this random DM that she showed that like was proved wrong and da-da-da. You're giving Mattie more things to prove wrong. Now Bella watches Maddie's response. It gets a little wacky here because like Mattie later watches Bella's video and then it turns into like Mattie reacting to Bella, reacting to Maddie's response to Bella's initial claims. I'm just interested in what Bella says about the Among Us claim and about the red hoodie that Mattie addressed. I'm also interested in Bella's response to Maddie's claim that she threatened to kill herself and that Bella would show up to her house and that Bella would harm her. Remember how Mattie said all of that? Remember the accusations that we have against Bella right now? I'm interested in what Bella has to say about that when watching this video.
Only reason I did not speak out about this issue sooner is because Bella, onlyjayus, is someone who in the past has physically showed up to the place that I live and has previously threatened.
Because we dated for 2 years, you fucking weirdo. What are you talking about? Okay, so they post some texts that I sent them, let's see, in February. So this is the very end of our relationship. Again, February 2023, end of our relationship completely. You can see why. I am unhinged. I'm losing my goddamn mind. We are experiencing in this what is clinically called reactive abuse.
We talked about that. It's gonna be hard for me to talk about because like I don't want to take a hard stance because I don't want to come for someone who's experiencing reactive abuse, right? Like I don't want to be like, F you Bella, what you said was wrong if it was reactive abuse. Do you know what I mean? I guess I'll take an objective stance about what she was saying, like especially because Brittany also has claims, similar claims that you threatened to show up to her house, etc., etc. Otherwise, I probably wouldn't want to talk about the reactive abuse aspect of it. But since you have 2 people with these claims against you, I'm going to be fair here with Bella.
We are experiencing in this what is clinically called reactive abuse. And nothing I said in here was okay. Okay? Let's just get that off the table. But hey, at least the things that I were saying that wasn't okay was to another adult, right? You have minor allegations, and the first thing we're gonna talk about is me saying, Mattie, if you don't call me back, I'm gonna show up, which is something that we've done. If I didn't respond, you just showed up to my house. If you didn't respond, I just showed up to your house.
I guess that could make sense if it went both ways. That would explain that. But Bella, if you could find proof of Mattie doing that to you, then I'd be able to believe you more on that. Because right now, it's just their word against yours. And it's also, like, it's not just Maddie's word against yours. Like, it's Mattie and Brittany's word against yours. So, like, you need to provide a little bit more when defending this by being like, you did that too. You need to give us some more. Because you have 2 people saying the same stuff about you. That you're like, they broke up with you and you're trying to show up at their house. That's scary.
Answer the fucking phone, Mattie. The fact that you choose to be radio silent after everything I told you. I could always just show up again. Sounds like my best shot at understanding the gravity of the situation. Don't act like you don't know. You must think I'm joking. Oh, this will be fun. See you soon, Mattie. I don't think I ever showed up.
Regardless, not good. And like, as you said about the Mattie stuff, if it was an isolated incident, these are your words that you said about Mattie. I agree with these words, but I'm going to be fair and I'm going to apply it to you too. If this was an isolated incident, I'd think differently about it, but it's not. It is 2 people saying this against you. Just to be fair here, okay? Don't hate me for it.
I don't think I ever showed up. I was being really dumb. This was dumb. I should have just let it go. That's why I'm saying I feel embarrassed by this. It's really dumb. I feel dumb. But again, this is after 2 years of dating and after, months? Multiple months, 3 to 6 months of lying about being cheated on. And then, like, once you were telling, hey, I did cheat on you, you still, like, were trying to be in my life, coming over. I remember I was on Hinge, and they're like, don't you think it's a little soon to be on Hinge? You fucking cheated on me!
That's fair. I mean, I do believe, like I said, I do believe that Mattie put Bella through some shit. I don't know. And like I said, cheating brings out the crazy a little bit. It's not good to threaten to show up at somebody's house. It's not good to threaten to hurt them or yourself. though, regardless. But I guess it's good that she admits that it was dumb. Like, at least she isn't defensive. So. She then addresses her threatening Mattie's safety, saying, like, if I see you at Coachella, run.
Okay. And my physical safety. So yes, in 2021, I was in a toxic...
Let's see, how did I threaten your physical safety? This was to a friend. I said, oh, if you see my cheating ex, can you slap the fuck out of them for me? This was a tiny-ass girl that I was joking around with. Clearly it wasn't funny, but okay. That's threatening physical safety. Said, Mattie, you better hope you never see my face again, because I swear you haven't seen crazy yet. You haven't? Go eat a dick and die. This is what people are saying, that I threatened their life. I threatened to kill them because I said go eat a dick and die.
Threaten to kill them? That's crazy. I hadn't even heard that angle yet. Y'all saw me initially laughing about this message. I'm sorry. You can leave me a hate comment about it if you want to. I can't take go eat a dick and die that seriously. I'm not joking when I say I probably told somebody that last week. It does not actually mean eat a dick and die. It's like one of those things when it's like, if you tell someone, like, go to hell. Like, when you tell someone, go to hell, you're not telling them that you're gonna kill them. Like, it's, you know, come on.
Come on, you guys.
Oh, hey. Cheers.
If you see me at Coachella, run, because we bought Coachella tickets, and then we weren't going together anymore. So, like, if you see me there, you better run, because I am coming up to you, and we are having a fucking conversation.
Okay, Bella, come on. Your intentions of that message were not, because I am coming up to you and we are going to have a conversation about the serious issues at hand here. You know what your message insinuates. Your face says it! You know damn well that's not what you meant in that message. You were threatening to fight them, like, I truly believe. In my opinion, I guess.
Because I am coming up to you and we are having a fucking conversation. I said, we know it's what you're good at, because they were actively running. They were like, literally, like, they came to my house. No, dude. Oh my God. The last time we hung out, I hate to admit this. They literally, like, in my car and then, like, just dipped and we didn't speak again. And I was losing my mind. I was not in a good place mentally. I just lost the person that I'd been with. They were fucking cheating on me. They ghosted me after this. I'm clearly not doing good. This is the moment I had to give my dad my gun.
Okay, yeah, so that does confirm that Bella does own a gun, which is what Bella's ex Brittany claimed. So, like, that insinuates, like, Brittany didn't lie about, I guess, everything that she told TMZ.
She lied for TMZ money.
Like, you do have a gun. And Brittany said to TMZ, she has a gun. I'm worried about my safety. And I do think you were pulling up to Brittany's house too, because you're literally saying, like, you're in these types of relationships where that kind of behavior is normalized. But I don't know. That's just my speculation. And, like, about her owning the gun, specifically about her owning a gun, don't care. Y'all live in America. They like sell those at grocery stores, right? That's what I know about America. I don't fucking know. I'm not American, but, like, I don't care that she owned a gun specifically. I'm not gonna, like, preach about that.
So while I was at an extremely low point in my life in November of 2022, I kissed somebody else.
That's a lie. It wasn't in November. You saw Joe Biden in October, Miss Girl.
Sorry, Joe Biden. The stress of meeting Joe Biden. Oh my God, I'm sorry, guys. Let me have my moments where I can laugh in this video, please. The stress of meeting Joe Biden is getting to me.
After 3 years, 3 or 4, I don't know how long it's been since the breakup. It's been 4, shit. After 4 years, you're finally gonna admit to just kissing some girl in the wrong month? You're finally gonna admit to cheating on me? Thank you, Mattie. Thank you for finally admitting you cheated on me.
Oh, wait. Is that Maddie's first time admitting it? I thought they already admitted it. Maybe they only, like, half admitted it in the past. That's crazy if that's genuinely the first time that, like, Mattie flat out admitted that they cheated on Bella. I would have been losing it a little bit too if I was Bella. Maybe not on that level, but, like, if this is Maddie's first time, like, flat out admitting it, and, like, for the past 3 years, like, Bella never got any, like, closure of sorts of Mattie, like, flat out saying, yeah, I cheated on you. And also, if it's true that the internet was claiming that Bella cheated on Mattie, oh my god. Like I said, writing on the walls with my period blood. Like put me on a Abilify. Not kidding.
I kissed somebody else. But it was not the person from this screenshot, it was not Amara, and it was absolutely not anyone underage. I did eventually end up telling Bella what happened, when it happened, and who it was with. However, the lies that this person...
Okay, they're talking at the same time. I don't appreciate that. That's real. Shall we all have a conversation right now?
Underage. I did eventually end up
so
telling
stressed
Bella
about
what happened,
You
when it
stop talking
happened,
to me to invite in right now. I'm literally
however, the lie that this person is currently...
That's not enjoyable to watch. Please pause the video to respond.
However, the lies that this person is currently spreading about me and my character are absolutely disgusting. They said that in this screen...
What's crazy here is they actually blocked out Olivia Ponton's name.
Hey! I pieced that together! Remember how I said that it was blocked out, but I feel like that's Olivia Ponton because you can see the O and then Bella commented homewrecker on Olivia Ponton's post? Yo, I'm on some detective shit for real.
This is important for later. Remember this. They blocked out Olivia Ponton's name.
Me and my character are absolutely disgusting. They said that in this screenshot, I was 21 having a relationship with somebody who was 17. Me and the person in this screenshot have never had a physically intimate relationship before or after she turned 18. In fact, since nothing happened between us, I thought we were on good terms, considering she reached out to me in 2023 just to check in and see how I was doing.
Because you
I have
stopped
reached out
talking
to
to her
her to let her know that it did sting, that she would instigate complete lies about me on the internet, but she never responded.
And she didn't respond to you because Noor didn't lie.
Yeah, again, I'm gonna believe the victim here, which would be Noor. And I'm interested in watching Noor's video later. Okay, let's try to finish up Bella's video. See if she addresses the red hoodie or the suicide threat. Because Mattie does show the date. Like Bella said, Amara was 17 in this video.
Hey, that's a cool jacket. But why are you giving it to this teenage girl?
Mattie shows the date that the video was posted and shows that Amara was 18. And so I'm curious as to what Bella has to say about that. It gets overwhelming here because Bella keeps talking over Mattie without pausing the video. I'm so sorry, but like, here's the hoodie stuff.
I also have no idea why Bella is lying that I met Amara when she was 15 years old. This never happened. I also never cheated on Bella with Amara, especially not when she was 17.
16. I'm so sorry. 16 years old. She looks really young. I made a mistake saying 15.
And a screenshot of Amara in her
You were a grown adult who could provide
I can't. Which is over a month after Bella and I went complete no contact. And when Amara was already 18. This
Brother, there's overlap. We already proved it.
Did we prove it? Did we prove that there was overlap and Amara was 17? Bella, I thought you said that you believe Amara, that Amara was 18. I'm so confused. How did Bella prove it? Like, is Amara not fucking 18 in this photo? Let me do the math again. Okay. 2023, this video was posted. Amara was born 2005. Her birthday that year already passed. She would be 18 because her birthday was in February. And this photo was posted. In February. Yo. Okay, wait. Yo. Okay, wait. Fuck. Wait. Amara was born February 20th, 2005. This photo of Amara wearing the red hoodie was posted on this TikTok was posted on February 22nd. 2 days after Amara's 18th birthday. I wasn't paying attention to the specific months or like whatever. Oh. Okay. This was posted 2 days after Amara's 18th birthday, and Amara is wearing Mattie's jacket allegedly. Meaning, Mattie probably gave Amara the jacket when she was 17. Unless within those 2 days Mattie gave Amara the jacket, which in that case I don't even care if we're like talking about the difference between legality, because a 2 day like that is some like waiting for the second moment 12 a.m. on their 18th birthday type shit. Do you hear what I'm saying? Because, like, Amara's apparently wearing Maddie's jacket 2 days after Amara turned 18. And yeah, sure, wearing someone's jacket isn't incriminating, but they go on to date, so it was probably a flirtatious thing. And this was only 2 days after Amara turned 18, and Maddie was 23. Maddie was 5 years older than Amara. And Maddie's only defense is saying, yeah, we have the same Brandy Melville hoodie. Do y'all though? I want proof there. I want proof. I guess I'll take the proof that Amara herself is saying that her and Maddie didn't start dating until Amara was 18. I think there may have been some overlap in flirting. I'm gonna be honest. Like, come on. Look at the videos that Maddie was posting with Noor when she was 17. Like, I think Maddie's fine flirting with a 17-year-old. In my opinion. Like, that, like, I know what I mean. Okay, wait, low-key, I take back the dismiss that I put for the hoodie thing. That's still suspicious. That's still weird now that I, like, properly did that math.
It was also not my hoodie. We both owned the same Brandy Melville hoodie. And since I feel the need to
That's not the only proof I had. That was just the most visually stimulating.
Amara and I started dating on August 6th, 2023, and we hard launched on April 12th, 2024.
Hey, that's interesting. Wait a minute. What date was that? What day is that? Is that my birthday?
That's not incriminating, but they did a hard launch on Bella's birthday, which is just kind of insane timing. I don't know. Okay, wait, we get to the Among Us part. Wow. That's my Among Us sound effect. Oh my god, the stress of meeting Joe Biden is getting to me.
To address the text screenshots. In 2020, I would get on Zooms and FaceTime to play Among Us. I am well aware that Bella has screenshots of text conversations that I had with people in 2020 that I met through these Zooms. But I've never had an intimate conversation with anybody that I met on these calls, especially anyone underage. And I have proof that somebody who screen recorded a conversation we had in 2020 told Bella that we stopped talking once I...
That's crazy. This is, like, actually crazy. Like, you didn't even show the screenshots from this 14-year-old. You just showed this, like, you cut it off. You cut off this one part.
Okay, so I guess the message of the kid being like I said, I feel like my experience wasn't, like, a huge deal because Maddie stopped after they found out I was a child. I guess that was the 14-year-old, like, when the 14-year-old DM'd Bella, and I guess Bella didn't show that context. The reason why Maddie has this context is because Bella sent the full screenshots uncropped to Avery Cyrus, and Avery Cyrus sent them to Maddie. That part's not super relevant, but, like, Maddie has the full screenshots. Bella conveniently cropped this part out, I guess, even though it doesn't really necessarily matter. Like, I don't know, like I said, this is just one person saying Maddie stopped talking to me when they found out I was a child. And that person might be the 14-year-old. It could also be the 17-year-old Among Us FaceTime conversation. Because, like, it's probably not the 14-year-old because Maddie did talk to the 14-year-old for a good while. I don't know. I don't know exactly which minor this is referring to. That in of itself doesn't look too good. Okay, anyways, we finally get to Bella addressing the message of them threatening to themselves. And hopefully they talk about the ketamine suicide allegation towards Maddie. I would love to hear more about that. Nobody addresses that.
I've never been physically intimate or tried to be with absolutely anybody underage. The person trying to spread lies about me right now is not a trustworthy or credible person. This is somebody who has lied in the past and will continue to lie. And I know that from witnessing very personal experiences with them. To anyone who's been in this situation with an abusive ex-partner, you can understand how hard it is to speak up when you feel like your physical safety is in danger.
Now we're doing, like, now if you or anybody you know has experience, like, hold on. Yeah, I hope you know that when I kill myself, it's because of you. That wasn't okay to say at all. And you know what? I already said that they said the same thing. So, like, it was a toxic relationship. There's no denying that. But that's what you're saying. It's like, well, they wanted to die because of me, so clearly they must be lying and not telling the truth.
Okay, well, no, you can't frame it as you wanting to die because of them. Like, someone making you suicidal, and then you at the end of a relationship saying, I'm gonna kill myself because of you, are different. Like, that's, like, widely recognized as, like, at the very least manipulative. But Bella does say here, like, you did the same thing, which Bella also claimed earlier that Maddie threatened to also kill themselves. So like if Maddie's parading that screenshot of Bella threatening to kill herself, but Mattie pulled the same tactics, I would love to hear you elaborate more on the ketamine suicide. Then that would absolutely confirm to me like that is the pot calling the kettle black.
I strongly urge anyone in a similar situation to reach out and get help. You are not alone. And I cannot express enough how grateful I am to the people who have stuck by me and stuck by—
You know what, you're right. If you have experienced something like this, definitely reach out.
Why are you guys looking at me? Fuck, now I have to say something. If you're suicidal, go fix that, please. There's help available. Since we're all just going around in a circle, like, okay?
I also can't speak any further on this specific situation because my legal team has gotten involved. Thank you.
Get them involved, Mattie. Get your legal team involved. I already said I would love to show a judge all of these. It's actually crazy.
Okay, anyways, that's the end of Bella reacting. Nobody talks about the ketamine suicide. Totally fine. Hope I hear about that more later, because like what, like that was so crazy to just throw in there and then nobody talks about it again. Anyways, Bella goes on to answer some questions. We'll just gloss over this. Why am I lagging? Stop it, stop. No, it's still lagging. Okay, we're good. We're gonna like quickly go through just the important questions that she answers.
Why should we trust you now? I already addressed it. You don't have to. You should trust these other girls. I'm just using my platform to let them be heard, okay?
That's fair. And that's what I'll stand by. I'll always believe the victims and stuff. Especially Nor and what she has to say about that, because, God, that shit is crazy. Like, that's... We will watch Nor's response, too. We just have 5 other responses to get through first.
You don't have to like me at all. I get it. I'm not a very likable person. I can be a bit abrasive and kind of, okay? But you have to acknowledge that I've always addressed my shit publicly.
Oh my God, bro.
Bella, that is not true. I am begging you. If you have addressed, or if anybody knows of her addressing the ableist joke that she made, if someone has some insider information, I'd love to know. No, I'm not letting that go. I'm not, because she didn't even say she's sorry. Hello? I would like to, come on, say something about it. And she avoided it in her February 8th video where she rehashed, all of the reasons why people don't like her. She avoided it. But she's still making comments about it. She commented on that one person's video, just a month ago when they posted their video. That video only had 4 comments, and she went, my girlfriend has a service dog. I almost said my service dog has a girlfriend. Not that. Okay, anyways, this is pretty much the end.
If any of this video made you uncomfortable, good. It made me uncomfortable too, okay? You can check all the receipts for yourself. This is gonna stay up. I'm not here to convince people that have already made their minds decided. I just want the full picture to exist somewhere outside of these DMs. And honestly, I feel good. I feel calmer now. Before this, I was shaking. Happy days now, okay? Let's all get back to our lives, and hey, hopefully the world keeps spinning.
Okay, so that's Bella's response. Let's revisit our allegations before moving on. By the way, Mattie responded to this video, and then Bella responded to Maddie's response to this video, and then Nora responded. We have more. But as for now, after Bella's video, accusations against Mattie, we have Amara underage jacket situation, previously dismissed, but now we'll just call it suspicious, since Mattie likely gave Amara the jacket when she was 17, since she was only 2 days over 18 in the video, but Mattie did technically address it by claiming that they had the same one. But Mattie didn't prove that. She just said, oh, Amara happens to have the same jacket as me. But Brandy Melville's a popular brand. I don't know. Nor's situation. Guilty, as far as I'm concerned. As of right now, as far as I'm concerned, absolutely guilty. 17-year-old Among Us FaceTime. Addressed and suspicious. We don't have everything about it. It's weird. Yeah. 14-year-old daddy comments saying, I'll give you daddy issues. So far, right now, that's unaddressed. Ketamine suicide. Unaddressed. DMs from several people claiming that Mattie talked to them underage. dismiss, because a lot of those DMs were just like completely random. Like I can't take, like I said, I can't take that allegation that seriously. Like some of the DMs were just like, you know, like it's not substantial compared to the rest, right? Now, for the accusations against Bella. Threatening to show up to Mattie's house. Guilty. Bella admitted that. Threatening to kill himself. Guilty. Bella admitted that. Threatening to cause harm against Mattie. Suspicious. Bella says it herself that like the go eat a dick and die. No, I don't think that that's, you know what I mean? But her saying, if I see you at Coachella, run. Bella says like, oh, because I'm gonna have a conversation with you. But come on now, like, come on now. Yeah, that's where we're sitting with those allegations for both parties. So like I said, Bella posted this big video, this 40-minute video on February 18th. On February 23rd, Mattie responded with a 13-minute TikTok video, which I didn't even know that you could do that. I thought that 10 minutes was the limit, but I guess I should post this YouTube video on fucking TikTok. Just kidding, I'd get paid $20 for it. I'm gonna say right now, because I don't know if I'm gonna do this yet, I need to see how long this all ends up being once I've edited some of it down. But, unfortunately, y'all, this probably is going to have to be a part 1, part 2 thingy. Like, I'm just coming to terms with the fact that in order to give myself the freedom to actually properly give commentary and say my opinions and feel comfortable talking at length and elaborating, etc., in a part 2 is probably necessary. Because otherwise, like, every time I hear a point that I want to talk about, I'm going to be like, oh, but this video is already so long, I can't talk about it. Like, that's how I get when my videos start getting really long. I'm gonna keep filming and talking right now. I just looked over the footage that I have so far, though, and I have 4.5 hours of footage. So, like, if this video ends here, I will have the part 2 up soon. Not only with Mattie's response, but Jaya's response to their response, and then another response, and then Nora's response in part 2. All this stuff will be in part 2 if I have to end this now, okay? I just, like, also want to get this out as soon as I can, right? So if I were to make this all part 1 and part 2, that's double the shit to edit, which means it would take me even longer to get this out. So, like, I kind of want to... I'm really heavily considering ending off right here for now. Right? I feel like we're all probably a little bit tired right now, too. No? I don't know. Well, just remember that if I end it here, remember the accusations that we have. I'll put them on screen again. And if I end it here, stay tuned to hear Mattie's 13-minute response to Bella's YouTube video, even though Mattie said that they can't talk it anymore because they're pursuing legal action. Okay. Cool. Potentially bye.